Hey everyone, so we are back again with another reading for you guys, and today we are going to talk about your hidden talents and gifts. So we're going to see what special gifts you have that is maybe hidden away, no one else would guess, and only belong to you. So those special gifts that the universe has given you guys. So today I figured we would do a selection of crystals, switch things up a little bit, and so I will show you each of the items up close and the cards as well. But just to let you guys know, don't be swayed by whatever the cards say. I haven't checked them yet, but all of them are going to be positive piles talking about your gifts. So if any of the cards have anything negative, don't worry about it, because we will be focusing on gifts, and that's just the energy. But I'm going to show you guys the cards just in case you want to tune in that way. So with that being said, this one is going to be pile number 1. Then we have pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. So I'm going to show you guys up close. So this one would be pile number 1, and it's a desert rose crystal. I love it. It's so pretty with the little shards and the different little white like lines all over it. And then we have this card is going to say hidden depths. So if you guys feel drawn to that, that one's pile number 1. Let me leave that upright. Then we have pile number 2. This one is an amethyst crystal. I've had it forever. It's one of my faves. I just think it's so pretty and a great psychic stone. So this one says purpose. I know what I am here to do. And all of these were selected randomly. So this one is pile number 3. It is blue kyanite. And so pretty. I love this one. I love all the shards. Okay, and then we have the meaning on that card says the Desert Prince, survival, false promises. So if you feel drawn to that, then pick pile number 3. This one is pile number 4, and it is Amazonite. Such a pretty crystal with all the colors. Just love that one. And the card says, you're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's worth it. So like I said, if you guys are choosing piles, just go to the one you feel energetically drawn to. Like I said, they're all going to be positive readings talking about your gifts. So just don't pay too much attention to the different card meanings and go with your intuition and your energy as far as what you feel drawn to. So with that being said, you guys can rewind, pause, or spend as much time as you need deciding, but we're going to go ahead and jump into pile 1. Pile 1. So if you guys picked this desert rose crystal, this is going to be your reading. Such a beautiful crystal. And your card is hidden depths. And your cards that you picked are Page of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, Temperance, Knight of Wands, Ace of Cups, Hanging Man, and the 5 of Wands. So the vibe I'm getting for you guys is that you guys are very optimistic, and I'm hearing from Spirit that you guys are extremely resilient. Things happen to you that would have knocked other people over and made them unable to succeed or unable to go on, and you guys have always managed to have this kind of smile on your face, positive attitude no matter what is being thrown at you. And I'm hearing that that is a divine gift, that you almost transmute bad energy and turn it to something positive. What's funny is that you guys got the desert rose crystal, and if you know about selenite, desert rose is a type of selenite. Selenite is one of the master crystals. This is selenite, and it's actually, you don't have to charge it by the sun, you don't have to cleanse it by the moon, because it's actually capable of charging and cleansing other crystals. That's how powerful selenite is, and it has the ability to take negative emotion from a crystal and just transmute it. That's like you guys. You guys have this really strong ability to take things that are bad or would have ruined someone else or brought their energy super low and turn it into a positive. You guys are optimistic to your core, but don't let people like make you feel like, oh, so you're just optimistic, whatever. No, this is a big spiritual gift is what I'm getting. This is a huge deal, and a lot of people wouldn't be able to take the things you guys have taken and continue on with the stamina and positivity that you guys have. And because of this stamina and positivity, you guys have a very high likelihood of achieving success because you guys refuse to be beaten down. You refuse to let someone make you feel bad. Even if someone tries to do something bad to you, you take it and look at it from a different perspective with the Hanged Man. You guys may have had people around you causing a lot of conflict, causing a lot of drama, but you don't let it take the smile off your face. You don't let it make you into a negative person who's upset or angry or jealous or whatever. You guys just continue to keep your eye on the prize. So other cards we got for you guys are education, details, and the bone collector. A lot of you guys have a really good memory. I'm feeling like a lot of you guys are highly intelligent. Some of you guys also might be creative, like writers, or just like, I feel like you guys are like almost intellectuals in a way. It's funny because a lot of people may think of you guys as being, you know, happy-go-lucky or not that smart. Like, oh, well, they're always smiling, so they might not understand the situation. They probably don't understand what's going on. And it's like the opposite is true. Actually, you guys have a very high understanding of everything that happens. You just choose to react to it with positivity because you understand the deep spiritual truth that energy begets energy. So if you're in a negative, low vibration, it's going to bring in more negativity. If you're in a high vibration, it's going to bring in positivity. So you just refuse to go into a negative mode. You bypass that and go into happiness. And it's like, because of that, you guys are a master manifester. You guys are really good at directing the energy and moving it in the way you want. And a lot of people might think almost that you're like a simpleton at first. I feel like when people meet you, they may get this bad impression that almost like you might have a lot of people messing with you, because we do have the 5 of Wands, and thinking like, oh, this person will be easy to take care of because, you know, they barely understand what's happening. They're always sitting around with that stupid smile on their face or something like that. But the reality is that you're super smart, highly intelligent, and deep thinkers, but you guys just choose to be very positive, very happy. And I feel like this rubs off on a lot of the people around you. You know, the Temperance is a card that is about, really, when you see it in the Rider-Waite, it's kind of about alchemy, and it's about altering the form of something and turning it into another. And for you guys, I feel like that is like your talent. You guys are so good at taking negativity, taking the things that people throw at you and turning it into positive. I feel like you guys have been through things that would have brought someone else down, that would have ruined someone else's life or made them so sad and so depressed, but you guys just keep going. It's like people are, it's almost like I'm seeing like the Terminator. You know how like in a movie like the Terminator, I've never seen it, but like there'll be a shot of like, you know, a bunch of people firing a gun at someone and like bullets are just bouncing off. That's like you guys. You guys just continuously stay positive no matter what is happening. Someone could launch a missile at you or make you try to go out of their way to bring you down, and you just kind of don't let it absorb into your energy field. You're just like, okay, whatever, you don't like me, I don't care. And I'm just feeling like the energy you guys bring, the positivity you bring, your refusal to let people's negative energy absorb into you is just a huge deal. Also, you guys are highly intelligent, very smart, and that's a real advantage. We also got the Gardener. I feel like you guys are generally kind of like good at taking care of yourselves. You guys are caretakers for those around you as well. You guys tend to be, I think, very empathetic and kind. I'm almost getting like water sign vibes, and I feel like you guys very much try to make things nice for the people around you. And I feel like this is a real benefit that in some ways has gotten you guys a lot of good karma. Like your spirit guides are basically saying that you guys have a very sweet soul. You guys are sweet, innocent, kind-hearted, nice people, and because of that, you guys are reaping the rewards of the karma that you guys create because you guys look out for other people. You guys, like I said, are very highly intelligent and have a very good head on your shoulders. Because of that, you guys are good at like planning situations out. I feel like you guys are good planners. I feel like, you know, if someone is organizing a trip, you probably know exactly where to go, exactly like, okay, we should stay at this hotel, we should eat at this restaurant, we should go there. And it's almost like you guys are like the mom of the group or something. Some of you guys might be Cancers, but you guys are very good at like managing everything. And again, I feel like it's almost like people might not understand that about you at first. They might see you and think that you're kind of frivolous or a pushover because you are so nice. But the reality is that you guys are very on point mentally, and you know exactly what's going on, and you're really great observers. So we also got animals, creative expression, and environmentalist. I feel like a lot of you guys recharge in nature. A lot of you guys may spend time hiking or out in nature. And I feel that that is a huge, like, recharging source. I'm seeing a, battery or a phone being charged into the wall and being, the electrical part being plugged in, whatever it's called, the charger being plugged in. That for you may come from nature or come from your animals and your pets. I feel like a lot of you guys, animals will be drawn to you guys. You may be out and like suddenly, a dog around the corner starts like lunging towards you on the leash, and their owner might be like, oh, they never really like anyone. Oh, that's so strange. They're acting so funny today. And it's like, yeah, because they can sense your heart chakra. A lot of you guys have a very, very open heart chakra. And I just randomly saw like a hawk flying around outside my window, which is so funny because they're not usually in this area. So I really feel like animals are super drawn to you guys, and just they can see that you guys are very sweet. A lot of you guys are also creatively gifted. I feel like this is a pile with my writers, my artists, my painters. Maybe some of you guys are actors, or you guys do some kind of creative expression, because you guys, again, you have this ability of being highly intelligent but also very emotionally plugged in. A lot of times people are either in one group, they're highly emotional, or they're highly intelligent. That's why you see a lot of guys that, they may be tech giants, but they can't really manage a relationship, or they're not good at social skills, and they have to give like a speech to a company, and it sounds really awkward and weird, because a lot of people are either in one group or the other. But you guys combine that. I feel like that's the kind of recipe I often see in like best-selling novelists or people that manage to make a big career that involves creativity, because you guys have that brain for like business and for writing something really well, but you also combine it with understanding of human beings and social understanding, and that's the key to success for a lot of you guys. So a lot of you guys are very creatively gifted, and you perceive the world in a very deep way. A lot of you guys are very philosophical. You spend a lot of time thinking about things and ruminating, and some of you guys may be spiritually gifted as well. So because of that, you guys have a kind of window into the world that not everyone has, and you guys make excellent art that a lot of people feel drawn to. They might even, I feel like some of you guys, if you do write or if you do paint or something, you consider things in an unusual way because of this dual gift you have. Like I said, being very perceptive, very kind of Mercury based, and also very emotional, very moon based, where you guys kind of see into things very deeply, but you also never lose touch of the emotions at play. You never lose touch of the human touch. You're not someone who's just super smart but doesn't know how to talk to people, or has no empathy, or is very shut off from that. You guys have both, and that's a gift that a lot of people would really love to have. So other cards we got: acceptance, worry reversed, adversity reversed, and guilt reversed. So it's so funny that all these came out reversed, and I didn't, they were, the card was being shuffled upright. So I think it's saying, again, this confirmation. We have all these negative cards and they're all reversed. It's like you guys just block out negativity. People may try to send you negativity. They might try to write you something crazy or say something crazy to you, and you guys have this amazing ability to block it out and to just not take it on. People may try to get under your skin or say things that are hurtful or get to you. They want to see you upset. They want to see you worried. They want to see you nervous. They want to see you feeling bad about yourself, and it just doesn't work. You guys tend to have these really strong mental barriers around you, and you just understand that it's not your burden to carry. If someone is in a negative, bad mood and they have, a bad attitude, and they're trying to find someone to take it out on, trying to find someone else to ruin their day so they can feel powerful, you're not the one. You're not going to absorb it. You're not going to take it on. And so because of that, you guys have this beautiful way of like accepting what comes at you and not fighting against it. You just kind of, people may act crazy around you and you guys are like, Okay. I do feel like a lot of you guys have had like traumas, or you guys have had people really try to bring you down. I almost feel like for a lot of you guys, the more calm you are and the more you guys have just accepted that, these people are going to treat you badly, or that you're not going to let it get to you, the more you've had people desperately try to make it happen, the more that people are like irritated, like, why can't I get under their skin? Why are they so happy? Why are they always in a good mood? It irritates them that they don't have that kind of power over you. But you guys just continue being super strong and continue like being very positive. And because of that, I feel like, yeah, it may drive some people crazy, but there's such a power in that. You guys refuse to be brought down, and you refuse to let people ruin your day. And I just keep getting from spirit that it's like, you don't realize how much of a superpower this is, because so many people can have someone be rude or nasty to them, and it just completely derails everything they had planned. You guys keep yourself in a positive vibe, and I feel like that has irritated a lot of people. They might even call you selfish, or they might be like, oh, you're so self-centered, you're not even paying attention to me. But their goal all along was they wanted to see you upset. They wanted to make you in a bad mood like they're in a bad mood. They wanted to make you feel powerless like they feel powerless, and you guys refuse to play along with that. So because of that, you guys are able to make things happen very quick, because you guys keep yourselves in an Ace of Cups energy, keep yourselves smiling, feeling happy, feeling fulfilled. There's just such a beautiful energy around you guys in terms of that. And there's such a strength about you guys. I just feel like you guys have had people really try to derail you from your path, people who have been jealous of you, people who have seen your gift and have resented it. And I just keep getting that you guys, it's almost like you guys are like a phoenix. You just keep rising from the ashes. It's like, how Harry Potter, Voldemort keeps trying to like bring him down, and it just doesn't work. He just keeps rising from the ashes and continuing going, and being his best self. And that's kind of like you guys. So we got Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain, whale song, resonating, woodwives, adaptability, and in the hand, the universe is your partner. I feel like you guys work very closely with your guides. I feel like a lot of you guys are very close to the other side. You might meditate or visit the other side while you're sleeping and while you're dreaming. And some of you guys are extremely psychic, and you guys are very much, that's probably why these things don't bother you guys, is because you kind of have one foot in this world and one foot in the other realm. So when something crazy happens or bad happens, you're just like, oh, okay. Anyway, I'll just go hang out on the astral plane then, like whatever, you guys have the ability to transmute pain, which is such a high level spiritual gift. Because so many people can be bogged down by that and have their lives just ruined. And you guys, it's like people have tried to come for you. People have tried to end you. And every time, I feel like people are in shock and awe about how resilient you guys are. Your card that you guys picked was Hidden Depths. And I wasn't sure what was going to come up with that, because it's kind of a general reading. Like, obviously everyone has hidden depths, but what's sticking out to me now is the word hidden, and then obviously depths. But it's like you guys are more than meets the eye. You don't appear to people like you're like the Terminator. You don't appear like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but that's kind of what you look like on the astral plane. You appear at first like a sweet, jolly, nice person that like, aw, they're always in a good mood and whatever. I also feel like some of you guys, you have a lot of karma. You have a lot of your guides looking out for you. And what I'm hearing from them is that they keep track of all the people who are mean and nasty to you. And if you're worried about like, what will happen to them? Will they get payback? Absolutely they will. Because your guides are watching you guys like a hawk. They know that you guys have kept your soul very pure and very sweet. And so when you mess with someone like that, your karma is going to be even worse than when you mess with someone who's like jaded. That's just how it goes on the astral plane. They do, it's like if you, even in our human realm, if you steal from like a person, that's bad. But if you steal from a child, you'll probably be in more trouble, because we think of it as really evil to do something to someone who's like innocent, you know, and trusting. And that's kind of like you guys, even though you guys aren't fools and you're not necessarily like as trusting as like a baby would be, but you guys are very open, sweet, and you have a very unjaded, pure soul. And because of that, the people who come against you do face karma, but they never realize it. You guys are kind of like, almost like I'm seeing an image of a poison apple. You know how you'll bite into a poison apple and you don't realize it's poisoned? People mess with you and they think like, oh, this person's going to be easy to mess with. They're such an idiot. They're so trusting and naive. They don't realize that you guys are trusting because you know you're divinely protected. You know that anything that's going to be done to you will be sent back double. And so you don't really care if someone wants to mess with you. You know you're still going to be on your same path. You'll just let them do it because you know you can overcome it anyway. So a lot of people get themselves into trouble because of that, because they see you and they think of you as an easy target, not that strong, not that tough, and it's because they're very stupid when they don't understand how these things work spiritually. They don't understand how the laws and the rules are in the spiritual dimension. And you guys are super psychic, super plugged into that matrix, super in touch with your spirit guides. So you guys have them like looking over your shoulder for you at all times, very closely working with you. I feel like some of you guys are very ascended, like you have manifested on this planet multiple times, and you guys may be on the same par as your spirit guides. Like usually there's a very strong difference between spirit guides and, you know, the human that they're working with. But sometimes it's kind of like you're already on a similar level. You guys have spirit guides so spirit guides can be like humans that have ascended and have learned a lot of lessons, and then they become guides for other humans, so they go to the other side and work as a guide. And it's almost like you guys might have even had that as an option because you guys are so spiritually ascended and so spiritually aware. Or if that wasn't an option, it was that you were close. Like if you had manifested a couple more lifetimes, you'd be there, but you're not far off. And so because of that, your guides really like pay attention to you, listen to you. You know, it's kind of like you're an executive at the company. You're not just like a regular person, you know, on this plane. You guys are higher up. And so your guides listen to you really strongly, and they definitely pay attention to who's messing with you and whatnot. So we also got healing, inspiration, forgiveness, and happiness. You guys are always keeping yourself in this happy vibe. You naturally are forgiving of people, and you naturally know not to carry around a ton of resentment, anger, and rage. So you naturally tend to like release negative emotions and just let it flow through you and move through to like the happiness. And because of that, you guys are keeping yourselves in a very high vibrational, easy to manifest mindset and vibe. So it's probably easy for you guys to manifest money, to manifest wealth, to manifest blessings coming into your life. A lot of you guys are master manifestors. You also have a healing energy over the people around you. A lot of the people around you, like they may find themselves healed. I feel like some of you guys, you have people coming up to you and telling you almost like random stuff. So my video cut out there, guys, but you might have people coming up to you and telling you about situations that happen with their boyfriend or hardships with their family. I feel like people almost innately know that they can trust you. It's the same thing that draws animals to you. It's because you guys are very open-hearted and very pure, and people know that you guys are non-judgmental, and that's probably because you guys have been around the block several times in different lifetimes. So you guys have been there, done that, bought the t-shirt for like all different kinds of experiences. It takes a lot to shock you guys. So I feel like a lot of you guys have people randomly coming up to you and telling you about their lives or telling you about different experiences. It might even be dramatic stuff. You might have someone randomly coming up to you and telling you, you know, that they are, you know, doing something unethical at work or something, and you're like, why would you tell me this? Like, I don't even know you. But it's like they just feel like they can trust you, and they're right, because you guys have a very sweet, open heart, and you guys are the type to find understanding in every situation and to be very non-judgmental. And so I feel like a lot of this, you know, again, your spirit guides are really watching over you, giving you a ton of protection, and this ability you guys have to look into others and see the best trust in them is also the same thing that makes you guys an amazing, incredible writer. And I feel like that's something your guides really want you to do. We also got forest, breath, winter solstice, reflection, dreamtime, creation, and fog veiled. You guys are amazing creators. You guys are great writers. I see some of you guys writing a screenplay, or I don't know, maybe like fan fiction, but a lot of you guys are great writers because you guys understand the human condition. Like I said, I feel like you guys have this long history of random people coming up to you and kind of unloading and telling all these things to you. But you guys, because of that, you've had so much experience. You've heard so many different things. You know, you're not the type to like clutch your pearls and judge a situation. You're the type to kind of empathize and be like, well, I wouldn't do that, but okay, well, let me understand. And because of that, you guys really understand the human condition really well. I feel like it's like you don't even realize that some of you guys, people would love to be able to write in the same way you do, or to create art in the same way you do. You might be actors or artists, like painters or writers or photographers. And I feel like some of you guys, you put it down. You don't actually realize how many people would love to have that gift the way you guys do. A lot of you guys think that everyone can do this, that like, okay, yeah, I'm good at like photographing, but it's just clicking a button and that's all I do. It's like, no, a million people could take that same photo, but they wouldn't take it with the same lighting and the same perspective you do. You guys have this natural creative gift. And so I find that a lot of times when someone has a natural gift, they tend to discount it. Like people who are good at math are like, well, isn't everyone? I mean, it's easy. You just add things up in your mind. And it's like, no, it's definitely not for me at least. I'm not good at math. And so for you guys, I feel like you do this with your creativity. You guys think that like, well, everyone has ideas for books. And it's like, no, not everyone does. Not everyone, can act or can sing or can write music or whatever. This is something very special. And I feel like your guides, you guys are almost channeling higher forces when you guys create. And it's such a gift that so many people would love to have. So I feel like your guides want you guys to work on those things and appreciate and understand those gifts for what they are. And that hawk just flew like right overhead and cast a shadow, and it was kind of crazy. So I feel like that's extra confirmation of you guys. Maybe some of you guys are connected to hawks. I don't know, but this hawk is going crazy, and I feel like it is a message for you guys. I also feel like that goes along with what I was gonna say, which that you guys are super connected to nature. And for some of you guys, your guides want you guys to actually spend time in nature and get into nature. I feel like a lot of you guys are connected to trees and forests, and you guys get so much energy from that, so much reflection, so much like mental, like a lot of you guys, this is the thing, you guys are downloading stuff from the universe. You guys are downloading stuff from your higher self. When you guys meditate, not everyone can meditate the way you guys do. I feel like it's very easy for a lot of you guys to click into the astral realm. And for some people, they're like, oh, I can never shut my brain off, or like they could never channel the stuff that you guys channel. When you guys are working creatively and when you guys are meditating or taking a little time out to think or even dreaming, that's when you're going to get these downloads. You guys are super connected to those higher selves because you guys have, like I was talking about, you guys are kind of a little more ascended than a lot of people. You've been around the block several times. So take advantage of that. Don't just discount it or think that everyone gets these things. I feel like a lot of you guys just take it for granted that this is just normal, and it's really not. It really is a gift. So we also got final cards, 9 of Ariel, the Magician, and the Star. Wow. Maybe some of you guys should be acting or doing something in the public eye because we do have the Star. But the Star can also talk about, kind of like being happy in the present moment. And again, I feel like this is such a gift for you guys. I honestly feel like sometimes people try to rile you up, or they get angry that you guys are so positive and so happy. They may get like kind of triggered, like, oh, really? So you don't care about the situation at all? You're just going to be chilling over there happy? And it's like, it's not that I don't care, but I'm choosing to stay in a positive energy. It's not that I don't empathize with you, but I'm choosing to keep myself feeling positive. And on a certain level, if you're trying to start drama, no, I don't care, because I know I'm divinely protected and my spirit guides are going to slap you into place. So you guys aren't worried when someone tries to start drama. And I feel like that sometimes that really gets under people's skin. They might be like, well, how dare you not care about this situation? Or like, oh, really? You are so selfish. And it's like, no, you're not selfish. You just just choose to very effectively direct your energy in a positive direction. And that's kind of what the star is about. It's about not getting like super upset or getting down in the dumps about certain situations, staying positive in that present moment. And it's a master manifestation card. It really is such a positive card. So a lot of people, they don't realize that staying positive at every point, staying positive when stuff is hitting the fan around you, is a huge manifestation ability, and it will lift your manifestation ability so high. It's like major key. And so for you guys, people don't understand that that's what you're doing, that you intuitively know that. You intuitively know that it's very important for you to stay positive. And that's a huge gift that is going to bring you guys, I think, into a lot of success and abundance. And like I kept saying, Master Manifestor, and I was just focused on the star card, not even paying attention to the Magician, which is talk about manifestation, ultimate manifestation card. And the description literally says, you can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. You guys are master manifestors. You guys know how to keep yourself in a positive energy. Your many circles around the sun, many lifetimes spent on this planet have allowed you to understand a lot of spiritual laws and gifts that other people don't get. And finally, 9 of Ariel. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. And I believe this corresponds to the 9 of Cups, which we also got over here. So Spirit keeps talking about how you guys have the ability to keep yourselves feeling positive, feeling very happy. And I do think for a lot of you guys, that is going to lead to a lot of material success. You guys are so gifted in the realm of creativity, emotions, deep thinking, and just creativity. You guys are my writers, my creators of this zodiac, these piles, my painters, my artists. And I feel like it's also very important for your guys' mental well-being and mental health to be creating. I feel like some of you guys, you may be busy, but try to carve out some time to do a little painting, even if it's just like watercolor and you're painting with a child's watercolor set. It's fine. You guys will make good watercolors anyway because you guys are naturally gifted in that area. But whatever you guys have going on in your life, you guys should be taking time to, 1, get into nature, and 2, use your creative gifts, because these are major keys for you, and they will really help you guys on your path. You are channeling super strong when you guys create, and I feel like the world will really benefit from your insights, because again, you guys perceive things on such a deep level that you might think like, oh, everyone would think of this situation, like everyone can imagine ideas in their head like this and write the relationship like that. But it's like, no, not everyone has this deep understanding that you have. And I feel like people consume your art or read your stuff or listen to your music or watch your acting, and it gives them these insights. It makes them, if you've ever seen a movie with a certain actor and just the way they act a certain line, you're like, oh my God, like, wow, I just, that's so like there's something about it that just touches you. That's kind of how you guys create. And so it's very important, not just for you, but for the world, that you guys are putting your creativity out there and creating this art that is in your soul, that your guides want you to bring forth. So is there anything else you want me to bring up for pile 1, Spirit? They want you guys to be productive. I'm hearing that some of you guys were put on this planet to create art, and it's very important for them that you guys are regularly working on that. No matter what you have going on, make some time, carve out some time, whatever this art is, carve it out. Even if it's just photography, going around and taking a quick few photos one afternoon, whatever it takes, you guys should be making some kind of art and putting it out there in the world. Post it on Instagram, or put your drawings on Instagram, whatever it takes, whatever art you guys do. But this is so important for you guys. You guys are so gifted at it, and the world will benefit from your beautiful perspective that you guys have. So I really hope that helps you guys. So make sure to check out my Patreon if you want to see more of my videos. I have a ton of readings over there and more posted all the time. And I will be back very soon over here for another reading. So if you want to see that, make sure you're subscribed, turn on notifications, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Sending you guys so much love and light. Have an amazing day, guys. Bye. Pile 2. So if you guys picked this crystal, this is going to be your reading. So your card is purpose. I know what I am here to do. And your cards are the Empress, Page of Wands, Six of Cups, 10 of Wands, Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and a Queen of Cups. So you guys are such a powerful pile with the Empress, Queen of Wands, and Queen of Cups coming out. Wow, you guys have, I feel like, first of all, a lot of natural energy and enthusiasm. Page of Wands is definitely one of the most enthusiastic pile cards around. And I feel like for you guys, it's like a lot of people would never be able to keep up with your schedule, with your energy, with the way you guys go after things. Like no one else would be able to get some of the stuff done that you guys have gotten done. I feel like a lot of you guys are very efficient. A lot of you guys have a lot of natural stamina. And it's like, you guys are ready for a challenge. You know what I mean? You guys have that energy of someone who is willing and capable of taking on whatever. I feel like some of you guys, you might have found yourself like being delegated a lot of stuff, like doing the majority of a work in a group project or something like that, where, you know, everyone else is like, I don't really understand it. And you end up having to like take on the whole project or something. You end up being the one who takes care of everything. Another thing you guys have as a gift is this gift of attractiveness. Queen of Wands is someone who exudes a lot of sexuality and a lot of natural sex appeal. And so that's something you guys have as a gift. And it's funny because even though you guys are very busy, I also feel like you guys manage to keep kind of like a childish enthusiasm about things. I almost feel like a lot of people with your schedule, they'd feel kind of like broken down and like overworked, and they wouldn't be able to handle all the things you guys do. But you guys are that type that always can find like an optimistic, like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna, you know, go get margaritas with friends after, or I'm going to do this project and then I'm gonna go shopping or something. And you guys really have a way of keeping yourself in an optimistic headspace. And I feel like that is a gift that not a lot of people acknowledge. I also feel like some of you guys have self-care rituals, like maybe you take a bubble bath, or maybe you watch a certain show that makes you feel good, but you're good at restoring your emotions and bringing yourself to like a positive place. You're good at also, I feel like manifesting and like looking at things that you want and kind of being like, okay, now how do I get that? I feel like a lot of you guys have a cute sense of style. Like you guys probably have like the way you outfit yourself, or the way you guys put together, like if you guys are going to work, I feel like some of you guys would have like a matching like pencil set with your planner or something like that, or like a really cute planner, or like cute outfits or something. A lot of you guys are strongly in like this Venus energy where you guys present yourselves really well. Like people are drawn to you. People see you as being very put together and making a really positive impression. I feel like you guys are that pile that like if someone was to introduce you to their family, or their, you know, like if it was a boyfriend introducing you to their family for the first time, they would be fully confident that you guys would make a good impression because you guys know what to say. And you guys, again, you're very productive. I feel like you guys make that type of partner that no one would have any doubts that you would not be able to handle whatever was thrown your way. If like you ended up having a child and the child was like screaming or something, you would know how to manage that. You guys are good at just being efficient and getting ish done. And I feel like, yeah, there's so much natural energy coming through for your pile. There's so much like natural know-how and getting after it. I feel like you guys naturally have enthusiasm. You guys might be that type that has multiple streams of income, or is just very ambitious, or will end up manifesting that money very quickly and easily because you have a lot of natural stamina and endurance, and you're willing to put in the work that other people wouldn't be able to do. Other people would be like, no way, I want to laze around. This is way too much. This is way too crazy. You're like, bring it on. I don't care. You guys are willing to take whatever, and you guys do it kind of with a smile on your face. Like you guys, again, you're naturally very positive people. You're naturally the type to like smile and try to find like a silver lining to it. So I feel like you guys should know that that is a huge gift. I feel like a lot of people would love to have the kind of energy you guys have. I would kind of love to have this energy, and I feel like your guides just want you to not take that for granted, or not think like, well, everyone's that way. It's like, no, so many people would be way overwhelmed if they had to deal with that. You guys may be fire signs. You might be a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries, because a lot of fire energy is coming through with the Page, Queen, and 10 of Wands. But you know, you guys have overall a lot of different gifts. So let's get into the rest of the cards. So we got Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation, Sky Bridge, possibility for union, detox, and repairing the body, mind, spirit, and Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. I feel like a lot of you guys take good care of your body, or you guys are good at self-care. I feel like you guys present yourselves as very attractive. A lot of people are drawn to you guys and would like to be in a relationship with you guys. I feel like you guys just give off that vibe of like wifey or hubby or almost like mom or dad, but not in a necessarily Cancer nurturing way, but more along the lines of like, wow, that person would make a great mom because she's the type that would like be taking the kids to all the activities. She'd be PTA president. She'd be like cooking extra stuff for the bake sale. Like, you guys just have this natural endurance, energy, like enthusiasm for life. You know, I'm almost getting like Leo moon vibes or something like that, or Aries as well. Like I just feel like there's so much fire in your chart, and you guys are not that type to be stagnant. You know, I'm a water sign, and us water signs, we can be a little mopey. We can, you know, definitely end up spending a few days like just being like crying over something, like crying over some ex or something in our room, and it's like, how did I even spend my time doing that? That's the opposite of y'all. Y'all are like on to the next, keep it moving, keep a smile on my face. And I feel like you guys don't even realize that this is such a great gift. I realize it because I'm like, wow, okay, I wish I had this. But so many people would love to have this kind of natural stamina you have. You guys aren't stagnant. You guys don't tend to stay in dysfunctional energy. If it's not working for you, you're on to the next. And you guys do a great job, I feel, of taking care of yourselves. This is one of the reasons why so many people are drawn to you. A lot of you guys have a great workout routine, or you guys are really good at self-care, really good at makeup, really good at putting together outfits and making yourselves look very presentable. I feel like a lot of you guys are very clean. People look at you, and honestly, I feel like they think you smell really good. They think that you just look clean. Like, you look like someone who takes really good care of themselves. Maybe some of you guys have elaborate stuff that you do to your hair, or like creams or serums or something, but you look well put together. Like, I feel like people, you know, there's so many different ways to be attractive, and some people can be like kind of grungy and attractive, or kind of look a little, you know, dreamy and kind of like spacey and attractive. But this is like the kind of attractive that people feel like, I don't know, I just keep getting, you smell good. Like, you look well put together. You look like someone that wakes up early, takes a shower, you know, washes their face with like some special serum, then they put on their makeup, then they have their skincare, their hair care. You know what I mean? Everything is on point with you guys. Like, everyone is around you is like, okay, I know this person like does a face mask every night, or takes care of their skin, or you know, goes and hits the gym and has like a hot shower after, or uses the sauna after. Like, there's just this energy of self-care. You look well taken care of, and I feel like this is a gift that you guys have, that you just exude this energy of almost like a well taken care of person, and that you guys know how to kind of like live right. Like, I feel like there's very aspirational stuff going on. Like, I'm thinking of, I had never seen it, but someone sent me some TikTok video or something of like fridge inspiration or something, and I was like, what do you mean fridge inspiration? Like, I'd never even thought of that or heard of it, but I looked it up. I saw the video, and it was, you know, someone who had like this very perfect fridge, and they're just literally showing, I know this sounds so crazy, but maybe you guys can look it up or something if you've never seen it. They just basically take all their groceries, like they'll take their fresh produce, unload it, wash it, put it away in like these perfectly fitting little plastic containers, and by the end the fridge looks crazy. Like, it's so organized, there's not even an inch of like unused space. The fridge looks like it needs to be in a photo shoot for Vogue. The fridge is so beautiful, you're like, oh my god. And it like inspired me. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go buy some like containers and stuff, because honestly, like, oh my god, the fridge is on point. The fridge is looking good. And so that's the thing, is I feel like you guys are that type that just everything is very well put together. Everything is done right. Everything, there's a lot of attention to detail here. And so a lot of people would like to date you. A lot of people like this perspective you have. I feel like, honestly, you're the type of person that if you were in a relationship with someone, you would glow them up just naturally from being around you guys. You are that person that has a naturally packed schedule. You have this going on, you have that going on. So a lot of people are intrigued by that. You are not easy to get. You are not easy to get a hold of. You probably are, you're not playing hard to get. You are hard to get because you have a lot going on in your life. And so a lot of people, I feel like, would like to date you. You guys emanate this energy of success, this energy of someone who is assured, with Magician's Sword, which is related to the Ace of Swords, someone who is assured of doing well, succeeding, whatever they put their mind to, they accomplish. And a lot of people are just like, they just really like what you guys are putting out. So we also got grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands, and valiant courage. Take action with passion. So you guys, I feel like, have a lot of natural courage. I feel like it takes a lot to scare you guys. Maybe you're not necessarily the type of, you might be, I'm not getting a read on this either way, but you might not be the type of person who, loves to go on roller coasters. But if someone's like, hey, I need you to like meet with this client, I'm so stressed and overwhelmed, I'm nervous, you would be the first one there. You'd be like, okay, let's do it right now. Okay, I'm not gonna wait, like, put me on the phone. You guys have no fear, and I feel like that just exudes. You have this like can-do attitude. Like, so many people, I feel like, the stuff you guys do, the schedule a lot of you guys have, people would be overwhelmed. People would be like, there's no way I could do that amount of work. Like, there's no way. But you guys always find a way to make it happen. You guys always can tap into that Leo sun energy. I'm really getting Leo vibes for you guys. A lot of you guys, you might have Leo elsewhere in your chart if you're not a Leo sun. First house situation for Aries as well, or fifth house for Leo. But I'm just getting such a Leo Aries vibe for you guys. But there's really nothing that, if you guys put your mind to it, that you can't accomplish. Also, you guys tend to keep yourself in a lot of gratitude. I feel like some of you guys have religious or spiritual practices that always keeps you in touch with your guides, and you guys keep yourselves in a high vibe. You guys stay very thankful, and that's something that I feel like your guides want to acknowledge, is that you guys have been super grateful, and they love that about you. They love that you're not one of those people that's like, I accomplished this, but I'm depressed. Oh, I hate my life. No, you guys are like, oh, I'm so excited. I feel so lucky. I'm so happy. I'm so blessed. And I feel like your guides just love that. And that's one of the reasons why abundance comes to you guys really easily, is because you keep yourself feeling very positive, very happy at all times. You keep your energy on point, and they really want to acknowledge that. So we also got dreams, answers, reconciliation, good luck, and trust. And you know what? Good luck is related to the Wheel of Fortune, and it's related to Sagittarius and Jupiter, which is another fire sign, Sagittarius. So you guys also might be Sagittarius. So now we're getting Sag vibes. I was like, where's the Sag in here? Because we're getting the Aries and the Leo, but now the Sag has come through as well. So all fire signs covered at this point. But yeah, I feel like you guys naturally have good luck, and you're kind of that person that makes their own good luck based on like your hard work. Because I always think like, I'm actually not a super lucky person. I think because I have Saturn dominant in my chart, kind of cancels out my Jupiter a little bit. But I have learned that, like, hard work is the solution for luck. Like, if you're not naturally lucky, which you guys might be with good luck coming out, you guys might be naturally really lucky. But I also feel like just naturally, you guys make your own luck by how much you guys are willing to work. You're willing to stay late. You're willing to put in those extra hours. And I feel like that's something that other people can't or won't or don't want to do. So I feel like your guides are acknowledging how much effort you guys put in. Again, so much of this is you guys staying very high vibe and being very positive about everything that's going on in your life. A lot of you guys have accomplished and ticked off your dreams. And I also feel like some of you guys get downloads in your dreams and in your sleep as far as like things you're supposed to be doing. You guys keep yourselves, I feel like some of you guys make vision boards, and you keep yourselves constantly trying to like up level, trying to think about like, okay, what's next? What do I want to happen next? And there's this ambition that you guys have that's just running through you guys super strongly. A lot of you guys, again, you might be connected to a soulmate or a lover on the other side, but you guys exude this kind of romance energy. So many people are drawn to you in that sense. And I feel like for some of you guys, you get a lot of your energy from that connection, that you can feel your other person, and they kind of might have guided you or given you like inspiration or knowledge about where you guys are supposed to go. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're connected to someone who's similar to you, who has the same ambition and joy is what's coming to mind. They have the same like can-do attitude, and this person has really inspired you and kept you, you know, on your toes in that regard. So we also got gentle gardener, magic stream, home, and into the unknown. You guys are so brave, and that's something that I feel like has served you guys so well, is that you guys are willing to put yourselves out there. You guys are willing to take on challenges that no one else could do. You guys also get a lot of guidance and a lot of downloads from your team on the other side. You guys tend to trust, like I said, a lot of you guys, I'm seeing someone like praying in their room, or you guys might have a daily gratitude journal, or a, you know, what's it called, like a Bible study or something like that. But I feel like a lot of you guys, people might not peg you at first as like a religious or spiritual type, but you are. You guys do get a lot of downloads from spirit. You guys trust and are very grateful to your guides and to spirit, God, you know, so you guys are very much, I feel like, someone who takes the time to connect with the other side and takes the time to thank them and be grateful. And I feel like your guides are saying that because of that, that keeps you, they give you downloads, like those random, I feel like you guys are the type that gets random inspirations and is like, suddenly I'm just gonna go. I feel like a lot of fire signs are like that, where they'll just suddenly decide on something and next thing you know, they're doing it. I'm always like, huh? Like, my Aries little brother, I'll be like, should we go out to dinner? I don't know, blah, blah. I'm going back and forth for like an hour. And he's like, yeah, I'm ready. Let's go right now. Like, no question, no doubt. And I that's so the vibe coming through with you guys, is I feel like you guys just decide on things. And next thing, you're doing it. You're not a talker. You're not someone that just wants to ruminate about it, think about it. You're off to the races, ready to go. If someone suggests something, you're like, okay, yeah, let's make it happen. Like, you don't have a lot of time for people who sit around and just aren't actually taking action. A lot of you guys also, I feel like you might be connected to your family. You may, you know, really be loyal and close to like family members and like have even helped some of them out. And yeah, so that's another gift you guys have. You guys are like loyal. So we got sensitivity, infinite abundance, spiritual teacher, and options. You guys have a lot of different options, a lot of different gifts that you guys are bringing to the table. And a lot of you guys have the possibility or might have already accomplished a lot of abundance and a lot of money. A lot of you guys are going to be very wealthy in this group. I can tell there is like an energy of like CEO, girl boss, or someone who runs multiple businesses and has multiple streams of income. You guys have so much natural energy. I don't know who said it, but someone said like, if you want to get an email back or something, email the busiest person you know, don't email the person who has nothing going on. And it's so funny how true that is. I feel like I'm honestly seeing Kris Jenner in my mind. I'm seeing someone like, I feel like she's always on her phone. She's always emailing 500 different people. Like, it's amazing that she manages like 6 different people and they're all busy. Like, to me, that's crazy. And I feel like that's the vibe. Like, you guys are that person that could run a company, is powerful enough to do that, because not everyone has the ability to be that on point. Some of you guys are very naturally organized as well. And you guys are good at keeping, like, I feel like you guys probably have like a clean space, or at least you come off that way to others. And you guys are good at like mentally organizing things and planning and, being on top of your emails, keeping your inbox empty. Like, you're not that person that, has 10,000 emails when they pull up their phone. I might be that person, but you're not. And, so I feel like your guides just want to acknowledge what a gift this is. I feel like, especially in this modern world, like, this is something that's so on point and so crucial for surviving in the business world. And so this as a gift, you guys just might take it for granted of like, oh, everyone's like this, or everyone is organized. And it's like, no, they're definitely not. And this is just a huge thing that you guys like have in your advantage. I also feel like some of you guys are really good communicators. You guys are really good at like speaking to people and possibly writing as well. You guys have a naturally really great communication style. You're also good negotiators. I feel like you guys would be good at getting a good deal on a car, or, if they try to talk you up of like, oh, well, we're going to have to put in an extra $2,000 for the heated seats or something, you'll talk them down for like, no, it's going to be free. No, actually, you're throwing that in, and you're also throwing in, you're painting it pink or something. I don't know. But like, you guys are good at talking your way into things. You have a lot of natural charisma, and you guys can just make stuff happen that would be out of the question for others. So we also got surrender, honesty, and courage. So again, with the courage, you guys are so courageous, and you guys are also very honest. I feel like a lot of you guys are very blunt with people, but you have a good way of like stating it, and you also have good boundaries. So even you might be honest and blunt with someone, and they might have the urge to clap back and to say something rude back, like, oh really, well you blah blah blah, but they will quickly check themselves, because people can tell. You're not one of those people that has a lot of hidden strength that like people can't get the vibe. People know kind of not to mess with you. You exude that. You exude high intelligence, and like if they want to say something to you, they're going to get a mouthful back. And so I feel like that is a way that you guys are protected, because you are not just giving off the, vibe of someone who's like easy to mess with, but then you'll show them later. Like, no, people can tell when they meet you that you guys are this kind of almost like a shark or like a tiger mom or something like that. I feel like with surrender, I feel like that is the opposite. If I was doing no reversals, but I feel like it would be reversed, because I feel like you guys are that type to never surrender and to continue pushing forward no matter what happens. You guys are never going to give up. If you want something, you're going to make it happen. I'm hearing that Ariana Grande line, I want it, I got it. Like if you put your mind on it, it's going to be yours no matter what. People might try to come against you. People might try to throw a wrench in things or throw a cog in the wheel, but it ain't gonna happen. You're gonna make it yours, and that's that. There's no doubts about it. So people can underestimate you at their peril, but I feel like a lot of people don't underestimate you because they do know that you guys are tough. And some of you guys honestly have like good muscle development and stuff, and people wouldn't even mess with you. Like just physically, you're a little intimidating, to be honest. So we also got transformation, inspiration, and inner child. With inner child, I do feel like you guys, like I said, some of you guys I feel have your favorite, like I'm hearing Hallmark films, or you guys have like almost like self-care rituals of like, okay, I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna watch a Lifetime movie, or I'm gonna watch my favorite romantic comedy or something. I feel like a lot of you guys do like romantic comedies or lighter kind of films. Like it's like something where you guys are always keeping yourself high vibe. You are not gonna go sit down and watch a super dark, depressing movie. And I'm thinking of like my mom, who's a Leo moon and an Aries sun, and she's that way. Like one time I asked her, I was like, what about, it was the movie Wild, and I was like, did you like it? I loved it. And she was like, it was too sad, I didn't like it. And I was like, but that was the whole point of the movie. And it was like, I don't know, but I just thought that was the funniest thing, like that she said that. She was like, I only like Hallmark films, I only like positive stuff. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting with you guys, is like, you don't want to sit around being depressed, you don't want to sit around crying, you want to keep yourself positive and happy. Some of you guys might like even the Marvel films or something with like action, positivity, positive energy. You're not interested in getting down in the dumps, feeling sad, feeling sorry for yourself. You guys always have, I feel like you guys have these self-care things that keep yourselves positive. You might pour yourself a glass of like Chardonnay. I'm seeing white wine. I'm not seeing like dark red wine. Some of you guys might drink that, but I'm seeing like white wine, or champagne, like light bubbles, positive stuff. Like if you guys were a season, I feel like y'all would be summer. And that's kind of like the vibe of these cards. Like they all look positive. There's different like cards in this pile, in this fairy deck. And for me though, these all look like summer cards, like the depths of summer, like July, August. And that's such the vibe for you guys. Like I feel like it's just positive, it's happy, and you guys are really good at keeping yourself in that vibe. So we also got communion and focus. A lot of you guys have good focus, which, in a world of a lot of people like myself who have ADHD, that is like such a valuable commodity. Even some of you guys might have ADHD. I honestly am getting a vibe. Some of you guys do have ADHD, but that's kind of like a superpower for some of you guys, because you've managed to turn the like H part, hyperactivity, into like constant energy. And either way, I feel like even if you don't have ADHD, I feel like this could be either way. It's funny it came up. But either way, you guys are good at, even if you have trouble focusing, like me, because I keep like changing my sentences around. I do have ADHD, but you guys are good at like getting your attention back. Maybe you have a way of dealing with it where you have a bunch of lists, or you have a schedule, or you have a planner. But there's something about you guys being very productive, getting ish done. And there might be a lot of people in this pile that don't have ADHD and that are good at staying focused from the jump. But I feel like regardless, you guys always make sure that you guys are getting the stuff done you need to get done, and you're keeping yourselves organized, and Spirit's just acknowledging that this is a huge gift that you guys have, and it's something you guys also actively work at, because Spirit is telling me for some of you guys this didn't necessarily come super easily, but you guys have come up with a schedule. You guys have ascended into this energy. It took you a while to get here, but now you're here now. You're very productive. You're very well put together. You guys, honestly, a lot of you guys have a very cute aesthetic as well. You guys wear outfits that are like cute, high fashion, well put together. They look cute. Some of you guys might be like following fashion accounts, or maybe you might even have a fashion account as well, something like that. But I do feel like you guys, yeah, the looks are on point. The fashion is on point. A lot of people are inspired by your style, and think you guys just always are looking like cute, fly, just you're looking good. Okay, so we also got the Empress again, and that came out on the top again. New Beginnings, Archangel Jeremiah, and 7 of Ariel. So this one is obviously the Empress. It's all about a powerful feminine energy, but of course it could totally be a masculine. If you guys are watching this and you're a man, you can totally tune in. It would just be, you know, translated over into the masculine version for anything I've said that's like feminine. So instead of wearing a dress, you're wearing like a cute suit or something. But anyway, yeah, so you guys are super strong and powerful. So many people, I feel like, respect you guys, and like I feel like your number one gift is you get ish done. You guys stay organized, you make it happen. And I feel like a big gift that you guys have is that you guys keep yourselves very positive. You guys are good at looking and thinking about what you want, what the next step is. You guys are good at keeping your positivity always on point. I feel like people leave conversations with you in a better mood than they came in. They leave with a smile on their face. Some of you guys are really funny and have a good sense of humor, and they leave feeling better about a situation than when it started. They also have a lot of confidence in you because they know that if they come to you with a problem, you guys are good at managing it. You guys are always juggling a bunch of different stuff, but you make it happen. With New Beginnings, Archangel Jeremiah, I feel like you guys always, again, have new projects, new stuff you're excited about. There's so much enthusiasm coming through with your pile. And finally, 7 of Ariel, you have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. It's like you guys are going, I really feel like this is like my abundance wealth pile, that you guys are destined for wealth. I just could not imagine this pile not having money. I could not imagine this pile, you know, just driving around in a very old car for the rest of their life. I feel like you guys are going to be, if you guys aren't there already, you guys are going to be that pile that is driving around in like a brand new car every year or something. Like, of course, y'all can lease a car and return it every time because you keep it in tip-top perfect condition. Like, they're never going to be like, oh, you totally spilled everything on the seats and the seats are damaged. Like, no, you guys will keep things looking perfect at all times. And I feel like you guys, even if you don't have money right now, you come off that way because you guys just come off as someone who's very well put together. I'm almost getting like trophy wife vibes, even if you guys aren't married or you're even the breadwinner, because again, you guys are so efficient. It's like people, just the way you guys dress and the way you guys look walking through the grocery store, people are like, oh, I bet they're married to like a millionaire and that's why their hair looks so good and that's why, you know, their outfit is so spotless. And it's like, no, I just iron it myself and I do my hair myself, but everything is on point. So I feel like your guides really want you to acknowledge how much effort you guys put in, how much you guys get done, and that honestly, the world is your oyster. You guys have this natural energy that makes literally anything a possibility. What's coming to my mind is this little poster that was in my middle school and it said zeal. What did it say exactly? Zeal, an enthusiasm that brings the extraordinary out of the ordinary. That's like a whole mouthful, but I'll say it again. Zeal, an enthusiasm that brings an extraordinary out of the ordinary. Something like that. So you guys have that natural energy that takes a situation, whatever it may be, and makes it into something special, makes it into something amazing. The world is your oyster and the sky is the limit. And look, the sun is coming out as I'm saying that. The sun, your natural planet, because again, Leo vibes. And the sun is the most powerful planet in astrology because it exudes that fire energy. It's constantly giving us energy, literally from the sun, you know, energy, UV rays or whatever. And so it's like, that's you guys. You guys bring energy to everyone around you. You take every project you undergo with a lot of energy. And that's why you guys, there's nothing that can hold you back from success. You guys are destined for success. You guys will make a lot of money. You guys will make things happen and no one can hold you back. And that positivity, that determination that you guys exude is so powerful. So your guides want to acknowledge that. They want you to know how incredible this is and not to take it for granted or, you know, just assume that everyone has that, because they definitely don't. I wish I had a lot more of this energy. But Spirit, is there anything else you want me to say for pile 2? I think that is it, you guys. Thank you for giving me all this energy. I usually feel so drained after all my readings, just channeling, you know, you got to bring yourself up to that realm. And afterwards, I'm usually like, I need a nap in between readings, but I feel so energized now, tapping into your energy. I feel like I could go run a marathon or something. Maybe some of you guys do that, but wow, I wish I had all this energy all the time. I'm definitely jealous of this pile. But anyway, let me know if it resonates in the comments, guys. I love hearing your stories and your input. And make sure to check out my Patreon if you want to see more readings. I have a ton over there and new posted all the time. So check that out if you want to join us. And I am sending you guys so much love and light. I'll be back soon for another reading. So make sure you're subscribed and I will see you guys then. Take care, guys. Bye. Pile 3. So if you guys picked this blue kyanite crystal, this is going to be your reading. It's such a beautiful stone. I absolutely love this one. But let's get right into your cards, guys. You pulled the Star, 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Strength, Page of Swords, and 5 of Pentacles. And your card was the Desert Prince, Survival, False Promises. And survival is the word for this. I was actually like kind of rushing through while I was pulling cards because I was getting so many downloads for you guys. I feel like you guys are such strong survivors. Strength is the card that really is coming to mind and sticking out for you guys. You guys have been through a lot. And what I'm hearing from Spirit is that these experiences have taught you guys so much. You guys are the survivors. You guys have learned from every experience you've been through. And honestly, I'm getting a lot of downloads for you guys. I feel like, to be honest, you guys are coming out of a period of a lot of hardship. And a lot of you guys have been suffering or even been in poverty energy. And I want you guys to know that I'm getting a message from Spirit that a lot of you guys are coming into major prosperity and abundance. That is not necessarily the focus of this reading of the, you know, what are your hidden talents, but I feel like Spirit wanted me to let you guys know that a lot of you guys are about to be coming into this Ace of Cups, very positive energy. You guys have been through the hardship and now we're coming into Star energy. Some of you guys are going to be well known in the spotlight or something, or have some kind of public recognition. I feel like even if it's not national or international or something, people around you are going to see you guys succeed. People who have hated on you and caused some of these problems are going to have to sit back and watch while you guys get awards, money, recognition, and they are going to be blown away because they thought you were down and out because of all the things that have been thrown at you, which is a lot. A lot of you guys have been through it. And I feel like your guides want to acknowledge that you guys have this deep strength. A lot of people wouldn't be able to be going through what you guys went through. A lot of you guys went through so much and really faced so much betrayal and defeat. I feel like people had it out for you. I feel like in a way people have seen your strength and they have tried to bring you down. They have tried to treat you really badly. I'm sensing such a powerful energy coursing through this pile. Like I literally was like rushing through the cards because I was like, oh my gosh, let me get to this, because the energy was coming in so strong and the messages were coming in so clear that you guys have been through it and you guys have gained. This is the thing that your guides want you to know. Your talents and gifts a lot of them came from the hardship you guys went through. And you might not even have full awareness of that now. You might be like, huh? But like, that sucked. But it's like, you're going to realize and recognize in the future that what you went through, you guys have grown so much from it. You guys have learned so much from it, and it's going to be even more. Like, I feel like for you guys, you have no idea of the blessings coming down for you. You guys have no idea of like what you guys have in store. So let's get into the other cards though, before I get too far ahead of myself. So we got Drifter, experiencing life as it comes, Beloved, radical acceptance, Benefactor, the Crossing, initiation, and skywriting the fates. A lot of this stuff was fated. It's like the hero's journey. In every major story or novel or movie, there always has to be that bad period, especially if it's a hero, right? It can never just be like, hey, they just grew up awesome, they stayed awesome, nothing bad happened, everything was cool. Like, no one wants to hear a story about that. That is not the hero's journey. We just intuitively know that the hero has to go through some ish before coming into their glory. And I feel like that is you guys. Some of you guys are going to be getting a benefactor, or someone, I feel like honestly this could be a love relationship coming in that is going to really change your life. It's like you guys have been through this crossing, this really difficult period. I know this isn't supposed to be a future reading, but I really feel called to tell you guys this for some reason. So I will be getting into your talents as well, but a lot of your talents are related to the hardship you guys have been through. A lot of this is because you guys are so strong and the blessings are coming in at the same time, and Spirit is telling me to tell you guys this message. So maybe some of you guys need to hear it. So I wasn't intending to do a future reading, but I want you guys to know that this is coming. A lot of you guys have been taking, like, it's like, I feel like you guys took all the hardship, you guys took all the drama, you guys took all the cruelty and meanness directed at you, and you've almost like, I don't know, funneled it through you into power and redirected it as power. You know, it's like what I'm getting is like, I don't know, this may sound weird, but like a toxic waste site or something. If you've ever heard of like, you know, they can take like garbage or something and turn it into like electrical power, or they can take like a certain type of waste and turn it into something pure. Like, that's almost what you guys have done. You have taken it's almost like, I don't know, some of you guys got angry that these people treated you so badly, and you were like, you know what, screw you, I'm gonna prove you wrong. And now you guys are about to come into this huge amount of power. Honestly, I keep saying power. This is a very powerful pile. You guys have this incredible amount of natural power. What you put your mind to, you guys will accomplish. And for some of you guys, for a while, you were getting knocked down so many times that you kind of forgot it. And you started to be like, you know, maybe I was successful as a child, or maybe I was like, you know, I've been a go-getter, but it's just obviously not anymore. That's just not who I am anymore. And I'm just going to be stuck in this kind of poverty energy, and that's just how it goes, or everything always goes wrong for me. And that's about to shift and change for you guys. But you guys have been very accepting of it. You haven't fought against this. You guys have been very much like taking your knocks, taking your licks. You know what I mean? You haven't tried to like whine or complain to the universe. You've been like, okay. And so that's how it goes. And you built up this inner core of strength. It's like you guys have been, you know, attacked so many times that you built up this inner muscle. You built up this inner resilience. And I feel like this is going to come into handy because some of you guys are in for a very big destiny, and it might even be in the public eye or the public realm. And I feel like some of the hatred you guys learned that some people directed towards you, the people in your life directed this towards you, you're now going to be taking that on like a public stage, and you're going to need to have this resilience that you built up. You're going to need to have this inner strength and this inner resolve that you guys have. But this is a very impactful moment for a lot of you guys in this pile. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys, you do have a romantic connection or something that's coming in that is going to change your life. It may be the blessing one of the blessings that you're getting. I feel like some of you guys are very attractive to people around you. There's a lot of people, it's almost like people thought that they could like hurt you or try to damage you, and that would make you less attractive. But I almost feel like you guys are more attractive because of it. I know that may sound a little strange, but it's like you have almost this vulnerable quality to you. You know what I mean? There is something about you that people can tell you've been through it, but they are not like upset about it. I'm almost seeing like, you know, you can buy something brand new at the store, but I personally love to buy antiques, and I love to like thrift. And I love to buy like any kind of antiques. I just love them. I love the story. I love the history. You do have to be careful about attached energy. So I'm trying to be more careful now about not collecting antiques so much. But like, I love that look when something, you know, looks like it has some, I would say, character. And that's what's coming to mind. You guys are like a beautiful ancient, not ancient, but like antique. Like I'm seeing like Louis the 16th, I think, like type furniture or something, like this beautiful ornate antique that no one else could buy. And yes, nowadays, and yes, you may have a little bit of wear and tear and maybe a scratch here and there, but that just adds to your history. People can just see like, oh, this person has been through it and they're still so beautiful. So it's like, you guys actually, I feel like you guys have this natural sexual magnetism, to be honest. This might also correspond with you guys being a star. Some of you guys may be in the public realm. You might be showing your face on Instagram or on social media, or I don't know, on some kind of platform, or maybe you guys would be performers of some kind. I don't know, but there is this aspect that people are drawn to this natural sexual energy that you exude, and this is a huge gift that you guys can use to make money and to have abundance brought into your life. So we also got compassion, love, healing, and family. So like I was saying, I feel like some of you guys are coming into this love relationship. People are drawn to you. People, I feel like a lot of people fantasize about being in a relationship with you, or being your boyfriend, or being your girlfriend. People fantasize about what you are like. You have a natural attraction to you. You guys might have Mars aspecting your ascendant or your sun that gives someone a very sexual, sexy energy, or Venus, or Pluto as well. There's a bunch of different placements you can look at to see like sex symbol energy, but I feel like you guys have something in your chart that would show this up, because I feel like it's your birthright. I feel like you guys have always had this kind of part of you that people are just so drawn to you. People find you naturally attractive, and you might worry like, well, they're never going to find me attractive after everything I've been through, after they hear about XYZ. And it's like, no, if anything, it adds to it. You know, it makes you more perfect. Like, I feel like what's coming to mind is like, this is such a weird example, but I heard that like, I think it was Steve Wynn, or it was like some billionaire or something, and he had a really expensive painting. I don't know what the artist was, but the painting was worth like 100 million, and he was going to sell it to this guy, and the night before he had a guest over, and he was gesturing and showing him the painting like, oh, and I just sold it for 100 million, and he rammed his elbow through it, and there was a hole in the painting, and obviously everyone was panicked and like horrified, like the painting sale was off, and he's like, I just cost myself 100 million. And I think I heard, and if not, still, this is the story, this is what Spirit bringing to mind, but that they thought the painting was going to be like way less in value, but it became this huge news story, and it actually increased in value. They repaired the hole, and it became more valuable than it was before. It increased by like 30 million or 40 million. So it's funny, because we would never think that that would happen, right? That like, okay, so now there's a hole, of course it's going to be worth less, but the opposite happened. And I feel like for you guys, some of you guys think that some of these hardships you've been through, there might be shame. There might be like, well, if they find out that I have bad credit, or if they find out that I had to do XYZ, or if they find out that I had this kind of a job, or I had to live in this kind of a situation or something, they'll never want me, or people will look down on me. But it's actually the opposite. Your resilience makes you guys more attractive. People are so drawn to you. I feel like it's not even just sexual. People who aren't even sexually attracted to you are drawn to your energy, because you guys have this magnetism to you. You have this natural charisma. And part of it is that you guys have a lot of natural compassion and empathy because of everything you've been through. You empathize with the person going through hardship. You have a large heart. You guys have a lot of kindness in your soul and in your spirit, and people feel drawn to you. They know they can trust you. You have a natural healing effect on people, and you guys also have healed yourself. Spirit is acknowledging that. And because you have these natural healing gifts and talents, people feel drawn to you because they want to know how to do the same thing. It's almost like you guys are alchemists, taking this emotional pain people have given to you and turning it into blessings. If the blessings haven't come yet, I'm hearing a very strong message from Spirit that they will be coming very soon for this pile in particular. You guys, this is just like a red alert message. Like, I feel like so many of you guys are coming into major money, major abundance, lifestyle glow up, and I feel like part of this is karmic, and they want your enemies to watch this. They want them to see what they tried to bring down and failed. I'm literally hearing Psalm 23, and the phrase from it that I'm hearing is, He prepareth me a table in the presence of mine enemies. And what I love about that verse is like, so God could prepare a table down the street, down the block, across town, in another room. He doesn't have to have your enemies there, but God's a little petty, and God was like, okay, y'all are gonna have to watch now. You tried to bring this person down, and now you have to watch while they have a feast. I mean, that's pretty petty, you know, like imagine all your enemies lined up against the wall, sitting, watching you like cut into a filet mignon steak or whatever, and a cake and everything, and they're not allowed to eat. Like, that's petty. And so it's like, they're gonna have to see you guys have these blessings, and part of it is because direct result of the stuff people have put you through that's given you this wisdom and this knowledge. Maybe some of you guys came from toxic families or something. Not everyone. I feel like these enemies could come from different sources, but for some of you guys, this may be toxic family. I'm getting that. And I feel like a message from Spirit is that some of you guys are going to be creating your own brand new families with people that really love and respect you, and it is going to be an overall glow up. The things you guys thought were never possible are going to be happening. So other cards we got: Strength, unsurprising, Oracle cards, and Nutrition. Maybe some of you guys do Oracle or Tarot cards. Maybe you guys are tarot readers, or you do it in your free time, or maybe you do it on YouTube or other platforms, but I do feel like a lot of you guys are spiritually gifted and would be good spiritual teachers because you guys have been through so much. I mean, you can be a good spiritual teacher without going through too much, but I definitely think it helps, to say the least. Like, when you have been through stuff, when you have suffered, you can relate to people, you can understand what they're going through. And I feel like, again, if you guys are readers, this will give you an advantage in that arena. You guys are so strong, and I feel like you get so many strength cards during this reading. Like, Spirit is just acknowledging you guys are like a backbone of steel. It's like almost like kryptonite or something. Like, I feel like people have done stuff to you that they thought there was no way you could survive. There was no way you could make it out. Like, okay, they're done for. You know how like sometimes in like this is such a funny example, but like in a horror film, I don't watch too many of them, but like I saw the Halloween films or whatever, and I don't think it's spoiling because I feel like they just happen in all the movies now. Like, I guess, I don't know. I don't watch too many of them, but I think this is like pretty standard for horror films. Like, at the ending, they've done all this stuff to the guy, to the killer, and he always comes back. Like, the next episode, they'll blow him with a flamethrower, and he's still there. They'll light the whole building on fire and burn it down, but he randomly escapes. They'll shoot him, but he's still hanging around. It's like almost that's like you guys. And he keeps coming back too, which is so crazy. But that's like you guys. They tried to bring you down. They were like, of course, when you see that happen, like the house burned down, you're like, okay, there's no way. This guy was locked in the basement. Obviously, he can't survive. And yet, that's kind of what people thought to you. They thought like, okay, they're going to be out. I did it, and that's it. It's over. They're gone. And you're like, oh, back again. It's me. I'm here. You thought, but no, I'm still standing. And I'm hearing that song, I'm Still Standing, by Elton John, I think. So it's like, yeah, people keep, I don't know, they're so jealous of you guys because you guys are the star. You guys naturally attract a lot of attention and a lot of desire. Like I said, you have a sexual magnetism, you have a general magnetism. People are drawn to you. I feel like you have just random people coming up to you in like the grocery store, talking to you, chatting with you. Like, you're just looking at the apples, trying to find, a good one, and someone will come up and be like, oh, hey, blah, blah, blah. Like, and it's like people are just drawn to you. And I feel like you have people around you who are very jealous of that. They don't understand it. They're jealous. They're angry. They wish they had that kind of magnetism themselves. And so they were like, well, let me bring this person down. It'll be easy, it'll be quick, I'll just take them down, and it's gonna backfire big time because a lot of you guys are in for major blessings and they're gonna be even angrier. So Oh well. Okay, so we got sad embrace, coming apart, dragon's lair, ghost lands, and rescue. So many of these cards are all about sadness, and you guys have been through it. A lot of you guys have been through the ringer. You guys have had to tolerate a lot. It's been really, really hard. And I feel like you guys, honestly, the message from Spirit is that maybe this is why Spirit is making this into like a kind of a, usually you do like, okay, current situation reading, what are your traits? But like a future reading is kind of separate, but God's like combining them into one reading. But I feel like for you guys have been through a lot. And that is coming to an end. And you guys are coming into a beautiful period. If it's not happening for you already, and you're not already starting to see traces of blessings, I feel like just give it time. Give it a year. Because within that year, obviously it's a general reading, so I can't specifically pinpoint like everyone's reading. But if you're watching this card, I feel like this period of hardship is your message that it is coming to an end. You guys are coming out of this dragon's lair, which is really about jealous, trashy, low value type of people that are angry, jealous, envious, and whatnot. And you guys are coming into a beautiful era. Like this is like almost a rescue mission where your guides have come in to intervene. And if you haven't seen some of these blessings come in yet, you're going to see them soon. I feel like it's funny because a lot of these people, they thought that they were really taking you out, but with rescue, I feel like your guides have become very attached to you, partially because of all the hardship you guys went through, because you guys were asking them for help, praying to them, you guys were feeling sad, and they kind of become closer to us during those times, because a lot of times we're calling on them for help, we're asking for answers, and they hear us. They know that they need to be close to us during those times. And so because of that, you guys got very close to your guides. Your guides are coming through as very fond of you, very, very close to you. Like they really have a soft spot for you guys. And so it's like, in a way, like because these people went after you so hard, this is one of the reasons why your guides are going to intervene to really fix a lot of things in your life, because they really have seen all this done to you. They've known how sad you are, and they definitely want to take care of this and make some justice happen. So there is a little bit of a rescue mission. So I feel like in a way, you're going to be blown away by how easy this is. Like there is going to be that element of hard work and being strong and having to, come into things with a lot of energy and stuff. But at the same time, I also feel like it's going to be really shockingly easy in some ways. You're going to be like, huh? It really happened that quick? It really happened that fast? It really didn't take that much effort on my part? And it's just going to be something that, yeah, it's just going to happen fast. It's going to happen quick. It's going to be like that rescue mission. So we also got narrow pathway, tread carefully, surrendering to the journey, release control, and vast vistas, expand your horizons. So this is like, you're having your horizons open up. You're having these new things come into your life. And I feel like a lot of this is that you guys, you didn't even fight some of the hardship coming in. You just kind of accepted it. You just kind of were like, okay, that's what's going on. You surrendered to it. You didn't try to fight it. And it's like now you guys are going to be blessed as a result of that. You guys had a lot of natural resilience. A lot of people wouldn't be able to have taken the stuff you guys took. It was a lot. A lot of people could never have dealt with it and never have handled it and never had the emotional strength and wherewithal that you guys did. And so because of that, because how strong you guys are, you're going to get a lot more blessings, because it's like, it's kind of like you guys, you could have taken like level 1 algebra, but you guys ended up taking like extremely advanced college level calculus or something. So it's like, of course, you're going to get more benefits when you take that super advanced course. And I feel like with life, you were like, bring it on. Maybe on the other lifetime, on the other realm, when you were signing up for this lifetime, you were like, oh yeah, I'll sign up for that. Okay, that one too. Check out that. And you agreed, like you would, sign up for like a toxic family situation, or you would sign up for like heartbreak, or you would sign up for like, poverty up front. And part of this is you guys learning to transmute that, because, poverty is an energy, dysfunction is an energy. All of those things can be diffused. All of those things we can alchemize into something positive. When we learn how to do it, we can take the negative and turn it into something positive. There's so many cards about that in the tarot, about how you can take a real hardship and turn it into the most beautiful beautiful thing ever. And that's what you guys have learned to do. You guys have learned to have this resilience and not fight against what happens, but take it and turn it into something positive. And that's where you guys are going to have a lot of money, because this is not just something you're going to take with this certain event, it's something you're going to learn how to do in life. So even though you might have different problems later on when you guys come into your wealth and abundance, it might be like, instead of you're frustrated because they couldn't put the exact leather seats in your Maserati or something, like not the same level of problems, but instead of you getting mad about it, you're like, I'm going to start a Maserati company that does custom leather seats or something, like, I don't know. But you guys are going to learn how to take these problems or whatever frustration comes your way and turn it into positivity. So we also got imagination, self-esteem, growth, and abundance. So a lot of you guys, like, I think this is something that you guys have grown so much because of that. I feel like your guys just want to acknowledge that you guys have grown immensely over the past few years. You guys, maybe some of you guys went through a Saturn return or something like that, or just hardships. I don't know, but it's like you guys, I feel like your guides, it's almost like I'm seeing someone graduating. I'm seeing someone in like with like a diploma in like those little, black outfits that they wear. Oh my God, a bird just flew onto my window, but that's so cool. Maybe a message from some of your guides or something, or maybe they're confirming that graduation message for you guys. Because I feel like I'm seeing someone in, I don't know, that black cap and gown at a graduation ceremony walking across the stage. And I feel like your guides want to acknowledge that a lot of you guys leveled up. You went through a lot of hard work and now you're coming into abundance. You now know how to transmit all the bad things into positive. And the message on the abundance card, I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. And it took you guys maybe a little while to figure it out, but now you know it super strong. You know that you have the power and the ability to make whatever you want happen. A lot of you guys as well have a really strong imagination. And I feel like for some of you guys, that's what kept you guys able to deal with these negative problems, is you always were able to imagine a better future. You always were able to stay positive and go to like the imaginative realm and imagine something positive or happy, or think of a story that put a smile on your face. And so a lot of you guys have really strong imaginations. This might be something that leads to this star energy. Maybe some of you guys are writers, performers, actors, or do some kind of art, maybe even painting, or maybe you have some gift for gab or for speaking in front of a camera or something. I don't know, but some of you guys are going to be coming into the spotlight or a prominent position. And I do feel like part of that is innate gifts that you have for imagination, for figuring out what you should do, for using your brain to think of like, okay, I should say this next, or this should come next. And also it's this self-esteem. You guys are more strong in yourself now than you ever were, because you've been through so much. Nothing can shake you. You know, if you've been through all that you have this incredible ability to transmit anything. You guys are good at making magic. Both of these cards have to do with that. Believe in magic and moon energy. A lot of you guys are genuinely psychic. Some of you guys may be water signs, but it's like but I'm getting all different signs could be in this pile, to be honest. I'm not getting one element in particular. But yeah, you guys are really magical. A lot of you, I keep getting alchemist. I keep getting like prism, you take the darkness and you turn it into light. The light can, you will take something that seems hopeless and turn it into something beautiful. And a lot of that is because of the stuff you guys have been through. So other cards we got: dance, celebration, lightning, power, dawn, new beginnings. I mean, this just sums it up, you guys. I feel like dance, celebration is telling you that for a lot of you guys, this time is now. It's happening now. You guys have learned those lessons. You guys have had to fight and you have won and you have come into your victory. Now it's time to celebrate. Now it's time to dance. Some of you guys might honestly be good dancers. I feel like a lot of you guys are like health focused or something, or you had to improve your health. You had to focus on what you were eating. You had to focus on like keeping your body on point because you were going through so much stress that you were like, okay, I need to get my diet right or something like that. But I feel like a lot of you guys have such natural vibrance, natural power and energy, and spirit is just acknowledging that you guys are naturally energetic, naturally powerful. You always have this little well inside of you that no matter how tired you are, you can always fight a little bit more, just go a little bit further. And again, that's taking you to where you're going to be or where you already are for some of you guys. I'm not sure where all of you guys are on this timeline, but this timeline is one of success. This timeline is one of major blessings. And Spirit is almost saying, celebrate. Let's go. Even if you're not there yet, even if it's a little further off, you're going to be there. Start celebrating. Get excited. Feel happy. Start envisioning what that life is going to be like for you guys. Because again, you guys have a lot of natural power. A lot of you guys are natural alchemists and manifestors, right? So when you have that ability though, you have to be a little bit careful. It's kind of like those superhero movies where someone's learning, like, you know, like how in Spider-Man, I love the 2002 Spider-Man, and there's this whole long scene where like he's learning, he kind of starts randomly having his powers manifest. Like he's sitting in the cafeteria and he accidentally shoots web across the cafeteria, and it causes like a fight with this big bully, and then the bully tries to fight him, but he ends up dodging everything with his spidey senses and then punching the guy, and he flies across the entire like gym. And that's like, you know, that's kind of like the vibe. Like then there's this whole long scene where he's learning out how to manage those abilities and how to actually use them constructively and to fly across buildings carefully and not just randomly shoot webs at people. And that's kind of like what you guys have to do, because you guys have this natural innate power. You have to make sure that your thoughts are on point, because you guys have the ability to manifest whatever you want. This is such a powerful group. I can't emphasize that enough. You guys have the power and the ability to manifest whatever you want. So if you guys are focusing too much on the pain or thinking only negative thoughts, you will continue to manifest that. You guys more than anyone, because this is like master manifestor energy. This is like magician energy. And so for you guys, really be careful about keeping your thoughts on point. Obviously everyone has to, but it's like how, you know, Spider-Man has to be extra careful because his abilities are super strong. So he can't be like just distractedly punching things and then they shatter into a million pieces and he like punches out a whole row of lockers and he thought he was like knocking on them. He has to, you know, manage his power, and that's kind of like you guys. So know that what you guys are thinking of, you will create, and that's why so many of you guys are going to be coming into so much money. So we also got 3 of Gabriel, King of Gabriel, 6 of Raphael, and strength. How many times have we gotten the strength card? Like at least 3, if not 4, which is crazy. I didn't even know it was in all of these decks. Like, okay, so the message is coming in really loud and clear. You guys have this natural strength and you're going to be rewarded for it soon. A lot of you guys are going to be coming into like a 6 of Cups energy of positive feelings, happiness, joy, almost like a childlike joy. You guys are coming into like king energy, and I love the message on that card. It says, keep your eyes on the big picture, leave the details to others, experience that leads to success. And that's what you guys are doing. You guys have had so many difficult experiences, but it's coming into success. And this message, 3 of Gabriel, prosperity arising from wise planning, time to take the next step, optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So positive. I love these endings for the end of your guys' reading. Like, it's just all about positivity, wealth, abundance, and also telling you that you do need to keep your thoughts aligned correctly. You do need to keep your thoughts on the big picture. That's crucial for you guys to come out of this negative poverty, negativity, whatever this was. It's really important that you guys manage your thoughts and keep your eyes on the prize. Don't let people derail you. I know you guys have had a lot of jealous little nasties around you, little goblins running around trying to keep your thoughts low vibrational, trying to keep you feel defeated. But baby, that's about to end. You guys are coming into so many blessings and you guys have earned it. You have a natural strength and resiliency. You guys are like Teflon or something. You guys are hard to defeat. A lot of people have tried and they failed. And now again, like, you guys are graduating. You're moving into the next big leagues. A lot of you guys are coming into massive success, massive abundance that has come. It's been a long time coming, and now we're stepping into like center stage. Now we're stepping into that moment where you finally see the payoff, where you finally see the clouds lift and the sun come out. And I just feel like your guides are so ecstatic for you. They want you to prepare. They want you to get ready. They want you to envision exactly what that will mean and exactly what that will entail. Start planning it out. Maybe you can make a vision board, or, you know, sometimes I heard someone say, I don't do this, but it probably is a good manifestation technique, and it's coming to mind for you guys, of like going into a really expensive online store, planning out a bunch of like shopping for stuff that you probably could never afford and putting that in your cart and imagining that, you know, oh, this is just me shopping for some shoes. Oh, they're only $500,000. Okay, great deal. You know what I mean? Like just imagining that you have this abundance because it is coming your way so strong. I don't know, to the point of $500,000 shoes. That seems a little excessive for pretty much anyone. But you know, you guys are going to be coming into abundance. You guys are going to be coming into blessings. And a lot of this is because of your natural gifts of resilience, strength, and that you guys are hard to defeat. You guys are like that superhero or that boxer that has been a million rounds in the ring and still is fighting, still is there. And so your guides are so proud of you and they're so excited for these new blessings. So Spirit, is there anything else you want me to say for pile 3? They're just saying, get ready, you guys. I'm so excited for you guys to have these blessings. I know you guys really, it's been a long time coming. I can feel that energy from this pile, and I'm so happy for you guys to have this energy coming in. But you got to get your head right. Remember, you guys are my master manifestors, so make sure your thoughts are aligned with the vision you want to create for the future and not the stuff you're leaving in the past. Focus on the future, and it will come in because it's going to come in. You're making your future regardless every day, and if you're focusing on negativity, it will be negativity, especially this pile, because y'all are strong mentally. Your thoughts, your visions are strong, so you got to keep it on point, you guys, because you guys are such strong at this manifestation stuff, and you want to make sure you're manifesting the right stuff. But for so many of you guys, you're already there. It's going to be happening. It's coming in soon. So I'm so excited and happy for you guys. But let me know if it resonates in the comments, guys. I love hearing your thoughts and your feelings and everything that you guys have to say. So let me know in the comments and leave it a big thumbs up, a big like. And if you want to check out my Patreon, that's where I post extra videos. You can see the link in my bio, and that's where you should go if you want to see extra of my readings. And I will be posting one over here as well very soon, so make sure you're subscribed. But I will see you guys in the next reading. Sending you guys so much love and light. Have an amazing day, guys. Bye. Pile 4. So if you guys picked this Amazonite crystal, this is going to be your reading. I absolutely love the look of this crystal, the deep, vibrant colors. It's just so pretty. But let's get right into your reading, guys. So you guys got the 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, Judgment, Queen of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, the World, 9 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So I feel like you guys are my hard workers. You guys know how to put in that work, and also you guys are highly intelligent. And Spirit is acknowledging that a lot of you guys are good speakers, good communicators, and you tend to like figure out a situation quickly. I feel like your mind works really fast, and you guys just have a really good head on your shoulders. So, you know, even like something that might take other people a long time to learn, you guys are quick to pick it up. You guys have that brain power that just like you can figure out different situations really easily. A lot of you guys have a good judgment. Like you're literally smart, intelligent thinkers. You guys are, you know, also willing to put in a lot of the work, and that, you know, says a lot. You're open to learning, you're open to working hard. You guys are like, I feel like you guys would be like good students or something. Like you guys are that person that like would be such an asset in a group project or at a company or something. And also, I forgot to mention your card, you're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. But let's get into more of your cards. So you guys got details. You guys got strength. You guys are coming through as super strong, hard workers that you guys just get ish done. And I feel like another thing is that a lot of details tend to emerge to you guys. You guys tend to really get a lot of clarity and focus. It's like your brain is like big brain energy. You know what I mean? You guys, have a good grasp on situations. I feel like a lot of you guys are good readers. Possibly some of you guys are writers, but it's like you have a very complex mind. Some of you guys as well, I feel like maybe interested in other cultures. You guys might be very well read, and you might travel around or visit some of these places, or you have a lot of like interest and knowledge of other cultures. You might be like, oh, I really know everything about like Thailand, and I know everything about Thai cuisine, or I know a lot about the history or something. But I feel like there is just a lot of, I feel like you guys have this like wealth of knowledge. And again, you guys are really good communicators. You know how to communicate with people. You know how to find your words. You're very decisive. Another thing is like, you're not necessarily easily taken in. Like, I feel like some people can be very gullible. I'm probably pretty gullible at times. But it's like, you guys tend to see through, like you can see the holes in the story. You're not necessarily going to be that person that just trusts everyone right off the bat and they just come up to you and they're like, oh, hi, this happened. Can you give me some money? You're going to be like, really? That happened? Well, like, what exactly? Can you go over that story again? Like, you guys have a lot of natural discernment and natural like deep thinking. Like, you're very smart and intelligent. And I feel like for a lot of you guys that might lead to abundance and money, because we got 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, and 10 of Pentacles. A lot of you guys are good with managing money as well. You guys know the energy of money. You know how it works and you're good at handling that. A lot of you guys can deal with a lot of stuff being thrown your way. Like, I feel like there are other people, if you work at a company where you end up getting a lot of things dumped on your lap, or you end up having to work late, or you end up with the boss like asking you like, oh, can you cover this as well? And it's kind of like, it may feel like unfair at times, but it's because you guys are able to handle that way more so than anyone else. You guys have this natural, like, I feel like natural brain power, to be honest, and also focus. A lot of you guys are very focused and disciplined, and you're just good at handling situations that a lot of other people would be way overwhelmed by. So we also got builder, speaker, author, and strength. So much like sword communicative energy coming through. A lot of Mercury energy. Maybe some of you guys are Geminis or Virgos. It definitely could also be Virgo with so much earth energy coming through. A lot of you guys are really good with your words. We got author and speaker. So some of you guys, if you have been thinking about like writing a book or something like that, I feel like you guys would be really, really good at that. I feel like you guys are good at stringing words together. A lot of you guys have like a large vocabulary, or you guys are just good at speaking and writing and figuring out like the way to word something. I feel like a lot of you guys can speak in a very professional or highly intelligent manner. Like, if you have to write a work email, you know exactly what to say and how to put it diplomatically and how to be very like concise and clear and strong. It's like other people might struggle with some of that. They might be like, oh, I don't know what to say, or like I don't want to talk to this person. You guys are that person that they can go through, that you know exactly what is, how to put things, how to word things. A lot of you guys may also be like charismatic. So you might be capable to go in and talk to your boss and like, give them a whole spiel of how you want to raise, and you know how to word it and you know what to say. But there's this like I feel like you guys are just smart. I feel like you guys have a lot of good judgment. And I feel like some of you guys, you might even take that for granted or be like, oh, that's boring. But it's like, you don't even realize what an advantage that is in this world. Like, you guys know how to manage your ish. You guys know how to get stuff done. And I feel like that's also really rare. A lot of you guys are capable of building like a company or building a business, building a success, because you guys have this energy figured out. You guys have the Pentacle energy down, and you're also patient. You're willing to put in that step by step, one foot in front of the other kind of energy. You guys aren't necessarily someone that expects it to be done like immediately. Like, you're not that person that thinks that success is going to come overnight. You are okay with, and you have accepted that like good things take time. And I feel like you have a lot of patience. You have a lot of determination. Nothing is going to stop you when you put your mind to something. You guys, if you're committed to it, you're going to make it happen, but you're also not going to like rush it. And so I feel like that's a huge advantage, because I think so many times people who want success, they get discouraged when it doesn't happen overnight. Like, they have a vision of like, oh, it's just gonna happen and like, immediately for me. But it's like, when that doesn't happen, they tend to feel like, I'm a failure. And you guys have such a great understanding and such a great like almost humbleness. Like, you don't mind if it takes a little bit longer as long as you get there. And I feel like that, honestly, it may not sound like it's that rare, but it really is rare. Nowadays, I feel like so many people, they just want it overnight. You guys have this wonderful knowledge that things take time and that you need to really put one foot in front of the other and not rush it. So we also got joyful muse, inspiration, the further gate, bold step forward, hollow bone, teachability, and the wall, obstacles. A lot of you guys have faced a lot of obstacles that you had to overcome. A lot of you guys have had to push through genuinely difficult situations, and you guys have done that. You guys have scaled these walls and kept going. You guys have pushed forward no matter what was thrown at you. A lot of you guys as well are stepping into a new energy in your life. You guys aren't afraid to move forward, and for a lot of you guys, you will be moving into, I feel like, positions of authority and positions of high respect, because a lot of people around you respect you. They respect how you handle things. I'm almost getting like Olivia Pope vibes, and I'm hearing it's handled in my ear. I feel like you're that person that's like a go-to that everyone, they know they can turn to you, and they know you're not going to be a flake or drop the ball. They know they can like text you or come to you and be like, hey, can you help me with this? And you're going to be like, yeah, I can do it. And you will figure it out quick. You guys are that person that people can depend on. You're resourceful. You figure your stuff out. You don't deflect onto others or be like, oh, I'm not in the mood today, I don't feel like it. No, you guys are that person that once you commit, you commit. Your word is your bond, and that is going to get you guys so far. People respect that so much about you, and I feel like it's like you are the backbone, honestly, of the companies you guys work at or the family you're in. I feel like you guys, I don't know, I'm getting almost like older child vibes, although you might be an only child or younger or whatever, but you know how like the older child is the one that like the parents will go to, like, can you help me with this? And they'll depend on the older child for so much. That's the vibe I'm getting for a lot of you guys, is like you just have people around you that they would never ask anyone to do the stuff they ask you, and it's because they trust you. It's because they know that you're gonna be there and you're gonna follow through, and you're not gonna flake. You're not gonna be like, I don't know, I'm in a bad mood, so I didn't do it, sorry. Like, you're gonna be like, yeah, it's done, I finished it. And a lot of you guys aren't that moody, which is really cool. Like, I feel like you don't tend to get like super in your head about things or like obsessively derailed from things. You have a very good emotional regulation. Even if you're sad, you know how to kind of like push out of that, move out of that. And so I feel like, yeah, there's also that you guys are very teachable. You guys are willing. I think that is one of the keys, honestly, in my opinion. That's one of the keys to success. I have people I know that like if I try to give them advice, they're like offended. They're like, oh, well, why would you tell me that? Like, why? And it's like, because I'm trying to help. I'm not trying to insult you. But so many people, they can't take advice. They can't take like teachability. Even if someone else is way older or went through the same situation, and they're not trying to brag or trying to be nasty. They're just trying to be like, oh, I went through that exact thing, and be aware of this. People will get offended. You guys are that opposite. You guys are kind of humble. You're willing to take a little guidance, a little, wisdom and advice, and you're actually grateful for that. So I feel like because of that, you guys end up missing out on a lot of the pitfalls that other people fall for. You're actually grateful. Like, you're like, oh, I'm so used to doing everything myself. Oh, it's so nice that this person's actually giving me some advice and making it a little easier for me. Like, oh, wow, that's new. A lot of you guys also, I feel like for so many of you guys, I mentioned author or being a writer. And for you guys, we also got joyful muse, inspiration. So a lot of you guys have this like creative side that I feel like it may not be apparent at first. People may not know. Like, you might not come off as someone who's like super creative, but you may spend time reading like fantasy novels or like sci-fi novels or romance novels, or you have a certain TV show that you just love. And I feel like you guys get ideas on this, and some of you guys, it would be really productive. I feel like a lot of you guys, you would be good like writers. You would be good authors. Like, you guys are good at communication. Some of you guys would be really good YouTubers or something, like long form videos of like exploring like different subjects, because you guys are kind of natural philosophers. You're also very no nonsense. You're kind of humble, and I feel like people would like that about you, because I feel like people get annoyed when like a certain YouTuber will like, I'm not speaking about anyone in particular, but like when any YouTuber starts getting like a big head or starts being like arrogant, people will get annoyed. And you guys just feel so grounded, so down to earth. Like, I feel like you guys have that personality that just a lot of people on YouTube would gravitate towards you, almost like you guys are the type to get like facts and figures and verification. And if you were to film a video or something, you would have like 5 different data points to pull from, you know what I mean? And so people would just be like, oh, I can really respect and listen to this person. Or it might be writing or something. But I just feel like you guys have this communication ability coming through really strong. You guys are good communicators. I don't think you guys necessarily love being center of the spotlight, but that's actually, like I'm saying, I feel like people would like that about you. You're not that arrogant person that's willing to do whatever and make a clown of themselves for attention. You're not going to make a fool of yourself just to have a little bit of clout. You are going to always stay true to your dignity. And so I think because of that, people would really respect you long term. Like I feel like you guys would build a kind of fan base, whether this is with YouTube or something like that. I don't know. These are just coming to mind, or writing or something. But you have the kind of fan base where you have like a quiet dependability. You're not screaming out loud for attention and you just want to be on camera for the sake of it, or you just want to be writing a book because you want published, you want your face in the papers or something, you want to announce to people you're a writer. No, you wouldn't publish anything unless it was really well written and it was a really good idea. And I feel like some of you guys are working on projects, and I feel like I'm getting the message from Spirit of the go ahead of like, keep working on that, because a lot of those could be super productive, super valuable, and make you guys a lot of money. And I feel like also you guys are the type to be really diligent. Like if you were on YouTube, you would be the type to update regularly, you know, even if you weren't necessarily like in a great mood, you'd be like, okay, it's time to film, you know. Or if you guys were a writer, you know, you would be that kind of writer that regularly has a book coming out every 2 years. Or if you're like Danielle Steele, she releases a book every few months, which is like insane. But that's what's coming to mind, is like some writer like that who's like got a really like strong and big like selection of books under their name, not just like, oh, I'm working on the one poetry book at a time and it comes out every 10 years. And that's totally cool. It's just not your energy. You guys are very reliable. And I feel like you're not precious about things. You're not the type to go over it in your head and be like very ego driven of like, it can't be that. Well, I'm going to tweak this. I want it to be perfect. And sometimes it's like, I think someone said like perfectionism is the enemy of, I don't know, getting stuff done or something. I don't remember what the exact, that's obviously butchering it, but it's like, I feel like you guys are not perfectionists, and not in a bad way. You do things very well, but you're not the type to constantly get anxiety and like let it overwhelm you and be like, oh, it's not quite right. Oh, it's not perfect. No, you guys are the type that's like, I got it done. It's done. Maybe it's not fully perfect, but it's done. And I feel like that's why so many people trust and depend on you more than you know, because this is actually a very rare trait. A lot of people are very ego driven and very like obsessed with how other people perceive them. And so it's like they can't stand the idea that they would put out something that people would be like, oh yeah, it's okay. It's not that great, but yeah, it's fine. You guys are the opposite. You don't really care about people's perception of you as much. I feel like you're just very rooted strongly in yourself. So you're not going to fall for those pitfalls. Like if you did have success with writing or with some kind of public platform of some kind, I feel like you're not the type who would get sucked into some lifestyle of like going to parties or being around, influential people and being like super obsessed with trying to have your name in the paper or trying to hang out with the cool crowd. You guys are super grounded. You would be like that person that maybe you're in the same par with those people, but you're just like, I'm good. I want to stay with myself. And I feel like people really like that about you, that you're not kind of like full of yourself or frivolous. So we also got protect your dreams, inspiration, and solitude. A lot of you guys might be introverts, or I just feel like you're not the type that desperately seeks out validation. I keep getting that. Like, it's like you might have a friend group, but it's like a tight friend group. And I feel like a lot of you guys, you might not even have that many friends and you don't really care. You're like, oh, as long as I'm doing what's right and as long as I like what I'm doing, then that's okay. And I feel like you guys don't realize how much of a gift this is, that you're not desperately seeking validation. Because I honestly think so many people make bad life decisions based on validation. Like doing this work that I do and talking to different people about, what's going on in their life and reading the energy, I feel like so many people when they make really dysfunctional decisions, like marrying the wrong person, it's often based on like how other people perceive them. Like, oh, I can't cancel my wedding, even though I know I shouldn't marry this person because everyone's going to think I'm a clown. Or I am going to marry this other person because I want to make this person jealous and I'm embarrassed that everyone knows I was heartbroken by them. So I'm going to prove to the world that I've moved on, and I'm going to marry this person that doesn't make sense. Or I'm going to take this job that really doesn't resonate with me and it stinks because I want everyone to see me working for this company. So it's like if someone doesn't like you, I feel like you're not the type to get all up in your feelings and cry and be like, this is totally crazy. I can't believe they said that about me. You're just like, okay, they don't like me, whatever. And it's very like queen energy. And you guys did get the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is that queen that has really good mental sharpness and is very discerning about the people around her. She sees through the BS. And honestly, that's such the vibe of you guys. You just aren't the type to be taken in by flattery or taken in by people who have bad intentions. It's like you have this superpower of being able to see people's real meanings. And some of you guys might be psychic as well, because I feel like you have this very deep knowledge. It must be psychic on some level, because you're picking up so clearly people's intentions when you first meet them. I feel like a lot of you guys, honestly, you're picky about who you hang out with. Some people might even think that you're unfriendly or you're mean, but it's because you guys can see through people's intentions, and there's a lot of fakes in the world and you have like no tolerance or interest in them. You're not trying to get along and be part of the cool crowd or trying to appeal to people that you don't like. You're like, if it doesn't vibe, it doesn't vibe, and I'm good. But I feel like your guides want you guys to follow this inspiration. And if you guys are introverted, I feel like this is maybe why you spend so much time thinking about different situations, learning about situations, and I feel like you could really share your knowledge with the world. Some of you guys could make really good YouTube videos. I honestly feel like this would be like YouTube videos that are about something like, a certain subject, like how someone will do a deep dive on like some random Disney movie or something. And even if you were never interested in, that topic, maybe it'll come up randomly recommended on YouTube and you're like, oh, just click on it. And next thing you know, you're learning all about some like Disney movie from like, I don't know, 1962 that was never made or something. And you're like, this is so interesting. I never knew this. And like, whoa, this is crazy. So I feel like you guys have this like deep hidden reservoir of knowledge that you guys just think is normal. But I feel like so many people would love to hear about this stuff. I feel like so many people would love to be let into your world, because I actually think a lot of people really would like to be closer to you. But it's almost like you do come off as a little gruff or something. You do come off as like almost intimidating. I feel like I'm getting vibes that remind me of my sister, and so many people used to come up to me because I'm like bubbly and like, pretty outgoing or whatever, and they would come up to me and they would be like, I don't think your sister likes me, or like, oh, she's so smart, she's so awesome. And it was like, I'd always have to be like, no, she's nice, she does, but like, she's just so not interested in talking to anyone unless she really likes them. She has like her friend group that she's had forever, and she's very like picky about like the new people, and it's not like she's some mean person, but it's like if she doesn't vibe, she's not even willing to like play pretend. Like, she'll be nice and she'll be polite, but she's not gonna be like, no, let's hang out, yeah, that's fine, let's go to the mall. She's gonna be like, no, I'm okay. And she'd rather just be by herself. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting with you guys, is you guys are very picky, and I feel like you don't even realize that there are so many people that would love to, like I said, be let into your world, and they would be fascinated in seeing like your YouTube videos and getting a glimpse into your mind, or reading your books and seeing your imagination, and or might be nonfiction books, because I feel like, again, you guys are super knowledgeable about different subjects. You guys don't realize that not everyone has the brain power and the thinking ability that you guys do. So you just think it's normal to like know everything about like a certain species of beetle and like to have all this deep knowledge, and you're just like, doesn't everyone like have hobbies like that? And it's like, no, definitely not. No, you guys have a lot of knowledge that I think you think is like normal, but I feel like there's so many people that would just, this would like improve their lives. So I feel like you have this gift of knowledge and wisdom that I feel like your guides are saying like, why not share this with the world? Why not let more people into it? Because I almost feel like some of you guys, you are surrounded by people in your real life that like, they wouldn't necessarily be interested in beetles, you know, like they would be like, okay, anyway, this is boring. And so that's the cool thing about putting things online is like, people who are interested in that topic can find it. Maybe no one in your real life would like take it seriously, but other people would. And I feel like for a lot of people, they would be so fascinated in the stuff you have to say and in the knowledge you guys have. So we also got in the flow, everything is smooth sailing and taking shelter. The answers are within. You guys have a lot of answers. You guys have a lot of wisdom. You guys don't give yourselves enough credit for that, how smart you guys are. How many people would love to have your brain and your, I honestly feel like maybe some of you guys have a high IQ or you're very specialized in certain things. I don't know. Like, I feel like some of you guys might be a savant, someone who's like incredibly good in a certain topic, but honestly, you guys have a lot of answers and have a lot of knowledge. You guys are knowledge sponges. I feel like a lot of you guys, you only need to hear something once or learn about it once and you know everything, and you have this endless curiosity. So you're the type, if you are slightly interested in a subject, to like research it and learn more and go in depth, and you're deep thinkers. And I feel like so many people, again, they don't think this way and they would be fascinated. You would like open their eyes to so many subjects. They would be like, whoa, I had no idea about that. I also feel like within the flow, it's kind of like, to me, what's coming to mind is like the flow of when you're in the flow of like your talent or doing like arts and everything kind of fades away. And I feel like that you guys have this deep focus and concentration that comes over you when you're working on certain things. Again, for a lot of you guys, this might be writing or another type of art or some kind of communication or learning, but there's something about that kind of energy where I feel like it's almost like the world fades away and you're able to focus super intensely. And I feel like that can be an indicator from spirit that when we have something in our life that has that happen for us, that is the indication that like this is something you're supposed to follow. This is the deep gift you have, and it's kind of like a green like message from them to go ahead with it. So I feel like you guys should definitely pay attention to those things that make you feel that way. So we also got willpower, strength, truth, and justice. A lot of you guys are truth tellers and very concerned with justice. I feel like some of you guys are aware of social justice causes, or you guys are people that feel very strongly about certain topics. Like you might be interested in like criminal, sentencing reform or something like that. Like, that people who, have nonviolent offenses or something shouldn't be locked up for life. And you might be that person that's like wanting to campaign for, worthy topics or environmentalism or something like that. But I feel like, again, there's such knowledge coming through, and you guys are the truth tellers that can shed light on certain subjects. And I feel like when you speak, there's a lot of power to it. There's a lot of wisdom that you guys just innately have and that you bring through about different topics. Even if you were to write fiction, I feel like there's a truthfulness behind what you're saying. Everything you write would kind of be like well researched, well thought out, and you guys would be able to look very incisively, deeply into a topic. You're not just going to be one of those people that's like, oh, I kind of researched it, but I don't really know. And people are reading it like, I guess that kind of makes sense. I don't know. It doesn't really resonate, but like maybe that could happen. No, when you write something, there's a depth to it, there's a truth to it, there's a knowledge to it. So even if you were writing fiction, it would be like one of those fictions where everything is super well researched, where there's like almost like an alternate reality, a different world, a well thought out world. Like, how like in certain video games, it's like an actual world and you can like go to different cities, or you can, go off map, and you're still gonna have, it's still gonna be like gameplay going on, and then it's very limited movement. You guys would have that kind of creation of like an extended world. Maybe some of you guys are into video game development or something like that. I just felt like a little weird pain, or like, I don't know, like a little thing in my left elbow. I don't know if that means something to some of you guys, but it was as I was saying video games. So maybe you guys get like pain in your elbow when you play video games, too much like, I don't know, like joystick action or something. But yeah, you guys, I feel like you think everything out super strongly. Again, some of you guys, you might be interested in foreign cultures. This might be like, maybe you're familiar with a different culture's entertainment or something, and this would be something with that. But I just feel like there's so much creativity with you. There's so much knowledge and ideas that you guys have that I would love to see you guys share with the world. So we also got willpower and strength. Again, Spirit just acknowledging how strong you guys are and that you have willpower. When you set your mind to something, it's like it's done. Don't even try to come against you because it is happening. There's no way people can hold you back. You have this grit, you have this determination that when you want something to happen, it will. It's going to happen. And I feel like Spirit just wants to acknowledge how like in awe they are of the way you just like, you kind of like attack a situation. Like if you want it, you're going to make it happen. And you are not someone who's just like, oh yeah, I just wasn't in the mood today, so I just kind of dropped the ball. No. And I feel like, you know, a lot of people are missing that discipline nowadays. So I feel like that's going to get you guys super far. So we also got dawn, new beginnings, and summer solstice radiance. So you guys have a lot of natural strength and energy with the sun coming through with summer solstice. You guys have a lot of power. You know, the summer solstice is the longest time of the year, the longest day in the year, when we're having the strongest energy coming from the sun, and the sun is the source of energy in the entire universe. So for you guys, I feel like you have a natural strength, a natural radiance, a natural source of power. And again, this is why I wouldn't like mess with you. I feel like you guys can be that type that like when you have like an enemy or something, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna get you sooner or later. Like I'm not gonna give up. It's going to be happening, you know, it might take time, but I am going to get you back in some way. And so it's like, I feel like that would be amazing to see you guys direct that towards like this career stuff, because you guys, again, you're so creative. You guys are such deep thinkers. You're such great communicators. And I feel like if you directed this communication that you guys have, this communication gift, this thinking gift towards something constructive that you could share with the world, people would respond to it so deeply. I would love to watch these videos, okay? I don't know what topic this is, but I would be signing up. I would be subscribing. I would be watching, because I feel like you guys would do those kinds of deep dives. Like, you know, someone will film a 40-minute, hour-long video exploring some obscure topic, and you're like, I never needed to learn about like a cereal brand from Germany from 1974, but you know what? It's freaking interesting. And next thing you know, you're like, you memorized the history of this cereal brand. That's the vibe. And I feel like those channels, they're almost like addictive. Or I don't know, it might not be that, but I just feel like whether you guys are writing, whether it's fiction, nonfiction, whatever, your voice, this Mercury energy you have, you might have a very strong Mercury placement or something like that, but your way of communicating, whether it's in writing, whether it's in speaking, is incredibly strong and incredibly good. And it really is a gift. And I would love to see you guys share it with the world so I can take it in. And that might be where we're getting dawn, new beginnings. Like maybe this is a new project you guys have been thinking of doing, or something you've been working on, and it's just confirmation from Spirit that like, yes, share it with the world, let's go. So we also got final cards, strength, Archangel Ariel. We got 8 of Gabriel, 7 of Gabriel, and 2 of Ariel. So strength says strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, forgiveness. 8 of Gabriel, a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication, yup. And 7 of Gabriel, stand up for what you believe in, have confidence, claim your personal power. So this is all about you guys really realizing how much your communication abilities are on point. I feel like your talents and gifts really do lie in your communication ability and in your mind, because, you know, I feel like with astrology, so Mercury, it is how we communicate, but it's also our thinking ability. And so it's not just, Mercury is not just that like smooth talker who's not really saying much of anything. Someone who has a strong Mercury is going to be good at communicating and have a certain level of charisma, but they're also going to be someone who is a smart, intelligent, deep thinker. It's not just like that shady car salesman that can put on a smile but isn't saying anything of substance. So I feel like Spirit wants you guys to realize how highly intelligent you guys are and how that can translate also into your communication, into your word usage. I feel like, again, you guys have a large vocabulary. You guys know how to word things correctly and well. And so I would love to see you guys use this. I would love to see you guys stand up and make some kind of statement, because I feel like a lot of you guys, you've had these ideas kind of circulating in your head and moving around, and you've been thinking about certain things, but you're not sure if you should move forward. And I feel like Spirit is confirming that you do have a gift in these areas, and that the world would benefit from hearing your stories, whatever this is, whether it's fiction, whether it's I don't know, just like posting on somewhere about something, or maybe starting an Instagram. Maybe it's like, you know, you start an Instagram account about like facts about frogs or something, and it blows up. But I just feel like we need in this world more of this Mercury educational energy. Like, I feel like it inspires people to hear about, you know, the stuff you guys would bring would set their imagination off and make them imagine or learn about different things. And I feel like it would be so amazing. You guys are really strong, and they want you to be aware and actually have a lot of confidence. You guys, we have 2 cards talking about confidence, and so that's what they want from you. And this card, final card 2 of Ariel, says it's important to have balance of working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So I feel like for some of you guys, you know, you guys have this natural stamina. You're so good at getting stuff done, and they want to acknowledge it. But it's also like you guys could have a side hustle. You guys could work on something on the side that would allow you to present your amazing communication style with the world and introduce us to this amazing depth of knowledge that you guys have. So maybe something to consider is just doing this as a side project, and it very well might take off. I feel like you guys would be that kind of, you know, channel that, again, people would be addicted to, people would love, people would look forward to you posting. So yeah, I feel like you guys are just so smart, my little smarties, geniuses of my, you know, card piles, and also good communicators as well. So Spirit, is there anything else you want me to say for pile 4? They just want you to put yourself out there. That's what they're saying. Put yourself out there. If you've had this on your mind, go for it, because I feel like you're going to be divinely supported in this, and the right people are going to be drawn to you, and the world would benefit so much from hearing more of your knowledge, your opinions. You guys are so smart. You have so much knowledge. We need more like smart, knowledgeable people in this world, like sharing their wisdom. We all benefit from that. So I hope you guys will think about that, because you guys really do have a gift. So I think that's all I have for you guys. Let me know in the comments if it resonated. I love hearing your stories and your opinions, so let me know. Also, if you want to check out my Patreon, that's where I post all my additional videos. So if you would like to see more readings, that's where you should go. And make sure you're subscribed here, because I'll be posting a video here soon as well. I am sending you guys so much love and light. I hope you all have an amazing day and new year. Take care, guys. Bye.